Mr. Primetime.
3 more to go.
Well, it's a Friday. 3 more to go. And funny, we have more things to talk about. Like, it's amazing how it's just this team, this media base, this
the
coach
gift that keeps on giving, right?
It never stops.
The holiday season.
Never, ever stops. So where do you want to start, man?
I figured you probably wanted to start with the Frank Gore comments.
Or do we want
you a little pissed off?
I mean, or do we want to start with Coach Gase apologizing to Chris Johnson? Not apologizing to the fans, not apologizing to anybody else dealing with this bullshit all year long or last year or anybody else. He's apologizing to the owner.
Does that surprise you? Does that surprise you, though?
But I mean, does he lack that much awareness?
Yes, he does. Yes, yes. I mean, nothing that Adam Gase says or has said is ever going to surprise me anymore. It's who he is.
But he's like, I just want, I really want to apologize to Chris Johnson. Dude, how about the fan base that has been tortured for 2 goddamn years?
That's the thing. He's had so many opportunities over these 29 games to earn at least like a little bit of sympathy from the fan base. He hasn't done it until like the last 2 weeks when he realizes now that he's going to get fired. He's had opportunities to earn that, a little bit of respect, a little bit of time. He doesn't do it. He gives you the excuses. Like when you listen to him talk, like you're not inspired by him. He's not a leader of men. Like we always talk about, like there's not one thing that you can point to that he does well. Not even in the press conferences, not when he's explaining, what goes wrong in a game. There's nothing you can point to with this guy. So he does it to himself.
But it's like he wants to apologize to the owner. Like he should be apologizing to the players. He should be about the fans. Like it's just so ridiculous. But he's the least concerned. I mean, it's easy to pick on Adam Gase. I mean, he's a fraud. I think it's no doubt when you admit defeat and you admit all your flaws and you admit how you're doing everything wrong, he knows he's a dead man walking.
Yep.
So let's go to where my anger has been for the last 3 days. And there's a new candidate after Mark Cannizzaro that just threw his name into the horse pile of shit of things to come out. I know you may or may not know who it is, but I'll expose him too because I honestly don't care. I'm not here to make friends, so whatever. Well, you'll hear. So,
all right.
Mark Cannizzaro. The one thing I hate, if you guys watch my video, if you haven't watched it, it's before this one. Mark Cannizzaro decided to give a message to Jets fans, which I hate more than anything. I hate when a member of the media decides to tell fans. A member of the media has no vested interest in the team whatsoever, tells fans what we should think and what we should feel. That right at the bat pisses me off because obviously you're trying to lecture us on things you probably know nothing about, but you're trying to get clicks. So I wasn't going to read it until we got emails and direct messages saying, what do you think about this article? And I'm like, God damn it. So here we are. I read it. So the message was.
And that's part of the problem. But go ahead.
Part of the problem. I fell into it.
Yep. Go ahead.
So the message was that we should embrace Frank Gore. We should appreciate him. We shouldn't complain about him. We should value that he's on our team because he's the best running back. And while he's here, we should wish him well and just, go with the flow. So what this clown fails to fucking realize is that if we were valuing him so much and we thought he was so great and we want to just fulfill his career, we'd actually cut him. We'd release him and set him free from this mess and let him go somewhere where he actually will be appreciated during a playoff run. Similar to Le'Veon Bell going to the Chiefs, who Le'Veon hasn't done shit, you let Frank Gore go to where maybe he goes back to Buffalo, where, keep in mind, they let him go because you know what? They knew he wasn't that good. But let him free. The best running back on team, quote unquote, let him go somewhere where he's appreciated. To try to tell us to not only value him, but let him play as much as possible is the most fucking ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my goddamn entire life.
On the surface, yes, I 1000% agree with you. The media should never, ever be trying to dictate what the fans should be thinking, especially towards a 38-year-old running back. But I think this situation, it goes a little bit deeper than that. So you have this situation, first off, it's so blatantly obvious that it was just trying to be clickbait. He wasn't even trying. I mean, aside from firing Adam Gase, what is the one thing that every beat writer knows sets off Jet fans? Frank Gore. It's all over social media. We complain about it every single show. So he didn't even try to hide the fact that he was just trying to piss off Jet fans. So that's why, in part, I blame you for reacting to it. We should know better at this point. Yeah, and even the fans that were saying, oh, did you see that article? And like spreading it around like, oh, did you guys read that? Like, we should know at this point. Like, that is just blatant clickbait.
But here's the problem. Adam Gase thinks the same thing. That's the problem. Like Adam Gase is still featuring Frank Gore. Adam Gase is still having Frank Gore on the offense, throwing him fucking wheel routes out of the backfield. Adam Gase is still featuring him. And then this fucking clown says, well, just because Ty Johnson and Josh Adams played well against the Raiders, that doesn't mean they should play more. Do what? So now let's discount a 100-yard game because Frank Gore has a good resume. And that's what Adam Gase actually did. Like, dude, it's like the incompetence on the Jets, I know, is expected. The incompetence in the media is expected because they're so desperate for clicks, and they're all one by one being exposed for the frauds that they are. They have no goddamn clue. And this is why podcasts and bloggers and all these YouTubers are gaining popularity, is because these guys don't look their ass from their elbow. They're giving a shit. It's shitty content. You know what? And I would have so much more respect. You say, hey, you know what? The Jets should cut him, set him free. Like, the youth movement is obvious here. I'd have more respect for guys that says, you know what? Sam Darnold's banged up. We should see Morgan play. Or have an article saying, why isn't Cameron Clark playing? Why are the Jets hiding Morgan? Why like start questioning why draft picks aren't playing? I'd respect these media, guys in the media much more if they'd actually do that. Start picking apart all the things the Jets are doing wrong, what they should be doing in a lost season. Right? Why is Henry Anderson still playing? Why is this? Why is that? Do this. I know you can't do that because you have more fun picking apart Greg Williams. You have more part ripping fucking Sam Darnold. Let's not analyze the real issues because you guys are lazy. They're lazy.
That's the thing. They're lazy and they're useless. We've been saying these same arguments for months. What value is there for a rebuilding team that's out of playoff contention, wasting any reps on a 38-year-old running back? It's one thing if you're talking about the offensive line, which can affect other pieces, gives the quarterback some time, opens up some running lanes. It's one thing if you're talking about a pass rusher, making the defense go. A 38-year-old running back on an 0-13 rebuilding team has zero purpose. There is no reason for it. Evaluate somebody else, anybody else. Ty Johnson, Josh Adams, pick up somebody off the street, a young running back with some speed. Maybe he's a depth guy going forward.
But the funny thing is,
but Frank Gore, they're trying to sell us on the idea that, because he's a Hall of Famer, we should value watching him get all these reps. That's bullshit.
Like, I value watching LT when we had a winning team and we had something to play for. That's when you value something. But then the funny thing is the hypocritical thing of all this was he's like, just because they had one game, you can't think anything. No shit, genius. That's why they should play more to see what you have. So next year in the offseason, hey, you know what? I think I may have 2 strong running backs here. I only need 1 more. Or you know what? Both these guys suck. I need 3 new running backs because this is valuable time. There's no and I'm not worried about the Jets winning if they start Josh Adams. I'm not worried about that at all. They're still going to lose. They have no shot against the Rams. Sunday's game, they have no shot whatsoever. The game's going to be an absolute fucking blowout. And if James Morgan's not active, it's a crime. Because by halftime or beginning of the third quarter, when it scores 31-3, Morgan should be playing, not Flacco. That's called smart roster management. That's called understanding what the fuck you're doing in your organization. But they won't do that. Like Cameron Clark. Now the stories of Cameron Clark. He got starter reps
all year, apparently,
Yeah, starter reps because the starters are they're tired. Because you know what? We don't want to throw a rookie in too soon. The entire NFL is in the same situation, and rookies are playing everywhere. Between COVID and injuries, rookies are playing everywhere. We're going to hide Cameron Clark the entire season. He can't get in one game.
Either he's that bad or the coaching staff is that bad at developing young talent.
What a joke. It's a joke. Like some of this stuff, and this is what I'm talking about. Like we've been doing this media a favor because I know for a fact these fucking clowns are watching our shit now because some of the stuff they're coming out with, they're saying the shit. So it's obvious. So you're welcome that we're helping you with your fucking content. But dude, they're lazy. There's so many stories that can be quality stories written right now, questioning what the Jets, not even Adam Gase, what Joe Douglas is currently doing to evaluate this roster in these last 3 games. Fuck the winning. Looking at this roster, all these young guys, Zuniga, Bryce Hall. How about an article on Bryce Hall? Somebody evaluate what he's been doing. Or are we going to sit here and pick on Stan Darnold every fucking week? Is that the only thing you guys can do? How about analyzing Denzel Mims' route running? How about evaluating Chris Herndon? What the hell happened to the tight end position? Do we have to give you any more content? Copy, cut apart this video, send it to them. Here's 13 fucking articles you can write. Goddamn stupidity. Now it gets better. So I'm just gonna burn my fucking bridge, dude. Because I'm in that stuff since Wednesday, and I honestly don't give a shit anymore.
Keep going.
So now the new thing is, now we've been saying forever that Trevor Lawrence will come to the Jets. Once you fire Adam Gase, Trevor Lawrence will come to New York. He'll be the #1 pick. He's not going to force his way out. He's not going to demand a trade. He's going to embrace it. He goes on a Dan Patrick show and he says that. He's about winning. He loves a challenge. He will take the challenge. He's all about it. He said it may be hard. I'm down for it. He's coming out. He will sign number 1 pick. Let's fucking go. Okay? So now they were talking about, all right, what if the Jets don't want to take Lawrence? They want to explore other options. Okay. So now so then I was like, oh, here comes a fucking primetime article now. We're going to trade the number 1 pick. We're going to trade the number 1 pick, and we're going to keep Sam Darnold. No, not even that. This genius, brace yourself for this. You may drink a lot after you hear this shit. No.
I did hear it. I think I knew it. Yeah.
So now the plan is we don't want Sam to be our quarterback. We don't want Trevor Lawrence to be our quarterback. Marcus fucking Mariota. That's the goddamn answer. So the idea was we signed Marcus Mariota because he played well last night. One game. We sign him. We trade Sam. And we trade the number 1 pick. And we build our team around Marcus Mariota.
I mean, that'd be a lot of draft picks.
Bro.
But the quarterback is still the most important position on the field. You have a chance to get what's the highest graded quarterback, obviously since Luck, if not, going back even further since Elway. I mean, it's a no-brainer at this point. You haven't seen enough from Sam Darnold to take a chance on him. Nor would you take a chance on any other project when Trevor Lawrence is sitting right there for you.
Just delete your fucking account.
Nor would any incoming head coach pass up that opportunity. Marcus Mariota, Sam Darnold, Trevor Lawrence. Who are they going to take? They're going to want Trevor Lawrence.
Could you imagine that? Can you imagine saying, you know what, this is a really good idea. Let me put this out there in the world of social media and see what the answer is going to be. Seriously. Dude, I would delete your account, delete your tweet, shut the shit off. Don't tell Jet fans and then ask Jet fans for feedback. I'd like, dude, please come. I almost gonna say, you know what? You actually gotta come on this show. We'll talk about this one with you. You'll last about 3 seconds. We'll eat you alive. Seriously.
I tried as long as I could with the Sam Darnold argument, trading the pick, and building around him.
This is some bullshit, fucking Mariota. Man. Just stupidity, man. This isn't rocket science anymore. Everybody needs to understand. Trevor Lawrence is going to be the Jets' answer. And day by day, he does interviews. The analysts are coming out and respected guys like Dan Orlovsky. Very guys that they analyze quarterbacks for a living. Not Joe Blogger, not some, I watched a YouTube highlight in fucking 1987. No shit like that. Guys know what they're talking about. So it's just, dude, this is insane now. This is where you come up with Marcus Mariota? Jesus Christ, do better. We got just do better.
Well, again, we're at the stage of the season where a lot of fan podcasts, like you just said, are starting to dominate a lot of the media-driven stuff out there. So they're going to start getting desperate for clicks. They're going to put out, a lot of cold takes out there to stir up some reactions.
That's cool.
It's what you expect.
Way to lose followers, man.
That's what you expect this time of year, though. 0-13 team. How do you generate reactions? Shit like that.
Yeah, but the reaction you're going to lose followers and shit, man. You lose all kinds of credibility. I understand you want to get clicks, but that's kind of shit, dude. You're come on, man.
90% of the media, do you really think they care about credibility? Their credibility has been exposed time and again this year with the way they treated Greg Williams and Sam Darnold versus Adam Gase. It's been exposed already. They don't care about credibility. They care about the reactions. They care about the clicks. That's what it's about for them.
Absolutely crazy. So as you can see, I'm going to pull no punches. I just don't care. So if you write some shit, and that wasn't an article I had to read. That was actually a tweet. So I'm not clicking on it. I saw it. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man. So it's what it is, man. This is just a wild time for hot takes and everything else. And then you try to look at the game. People are like, oh, what do you think about the game on Sunday? I think the Jets have no chance whatsoever. Simple. They have on either side of the ball, they are going to get dominated. No chance whatsoever. Period. I don't see it. Crowder is questionable. Jordan Jenkins is out for the year now. Probably his career with the Jets is probably over, I would think, at this point, which is unfortunate. But, dude, give me one matchup that you feel comfortable with on either side of football here on Sunday.
I mean, Mims coming back, I guess, with, healthy offensive line for the most part.
Oh, but Joey, but are you a couch guy?
That's right, yeah.
Are you a couch guy? Because if you're a couch guy,
couch guys can't root for losses. I heard.
If you haven't strapped pads on, Connor McGovern says you just know what the fuck you're talking about, man.
Yeah. He's got as many wins as I do this year, so.
Dude, it's just and I understand where he's coming from. Listen, as a player, you guys stick up for your team. Say, listen, we're not rooting for losses. We want to win every game, everything else. But dude, it's You never. Like, just know better. Like, you don't insult the fans. When you're 0-13, the fans can say whatever they want to.
Yeah, Van Roten pulled this shit earlier in the year.
And where's he been?
I get it from the player's perspective. They're never gonna actually go on the field and tank. They don't think with that mindset as far as getting Trevor Lawrence, because they might not be here for Trevor Lawrence. So I understand that, but yeah, don't take it out on the fan base that you have not been a part of for more than 7 months.
Yeah,
get out of here with that shit.
So and then I'd like, since he wants to call out the fans, then as fans, we should sit there and analyze how he's played all year and see what he's actually brought to the table, and if he's part of the puzzle going forward. Because I can make a case he's probably not. He hasn't been the anchor nobody expected him to be. He's been mediocre at best. So if he wants to start calling out fans, we can start calling him out too. Hey man, why don't another note to the media? Cut this up to a prime time. Here's another article you can write. How about somebody analyze the play of Joe Douglas's valuable center, the new anchor to his team? How did he play this year? Another article you can write if you want. I mean, if you're not too busy. I know you're busy writing about Sam Darnold and shit like that, but if you want to write a quality article, analyze the center position. Try that.
Well, say, why don't we just break down every single free agent move that Douglas made throughout this offseason? What building block did we find in free agency?
Another article they can write. See?
Perriman, Desir, Van Roten, Fant.
Bringing back Alex Lewis.
Owasu.
Bradley McDougal for the trade.
Yep.
That they held out. That was the missing piece. The Jamal Adams trade was getting McDougal in return.
Quincy Wilson trade.
That worked out well. Another article you can write. Yeah. Some of this shit, man. You try to
whatever they don't get to, I'll get to it. I'll do the work for them. So
unbelievable, dude. Like this media is just shit. And so obviously, I think you have the whole Rams game. I don't think it's gonna be competitive at all. I just don't see it. I mean, I didn't do a whole lot of research on it, because I just know that we have no answer for Aaron Darnold. We have no answer for that defense. And on offense, or our defense, with our banged up secondary, forget it.
Yep.
So here we go. Is a Herschel Walker trade too good to pass up? Is that trade even going to happen? What team is going to do that? What team is going to give up that Herschel Walker ransom?
The Jaguars.
It's not, unless the Jaguars are happy with getting Fields.
They could be, or maybe they want Trevor.
Yeah, I mean, so do I. I mean, this is just. I'm in a bad mood, man. I'm not gonna lie. This shit's it's just making me annoyed now. Like, I'm just getting annoyed by all the nonsense, because these people are paid to do their jobs and they're not doing them.
I think we had the question a few days ago, but what if, let's just say we hire Bill Cowher and he wants Sam Darnold and he wants to build around Sam, then what do you do?
Then you have no choice. He won't do that, though. That's a good world for all the Sam Darnold fans. I think
not even about Sam Darnold, more about just saying, hey, I'm coming in here fresh. I have an opportunity to have, 7 or 8 first-round picks over my first 2 years. I want to build, a team around my quarterback first, and then we could either bring in a new quarterback, or maybe Sam's the answer. Maybe we bring in a veteran.
Or you just take the best quarterback ever since in evaluation terms, Andrew Luck. Like, it's cool, like, to do the what if thing. I think the what if thing is like nice for conversations like this. It's not realistic. I think any coach that comes here is coming here for Trevor Lawrence on his rookie contract and build his team around him and have all the fun in the world doing it.
No, I agree with that. And that's why I've given up the argument. I'm just saying that there are multiple ways to build your team, and so. I think that if you can get that kind of package on top of what you already did for Jamal, I think you might have some coaches that would be tempted by that.
Trevor Lawrence is going to be our next coach. Just don't blow the tank.
That's fine.
So what we'll do is,
we still have 3 games to go. So,
okay. See, what's the spread for Sunday's game?
17.5 last I saw, I think.
Yeah. So are we going to do a betting video this weekend, or is that not in your schedule?
We'll see. I was 12-4 last week.
Nobody saw it. Doesn't count.
I know. That's right.
I was 13-3. Just,
I have pictual proof.
Pictual?
Pictual.
Is that even a word?
Photographic evidence. Is that better?
So, unless there's a video, it doesn't count. But I mean, is this a game? Like, is there anything to talk about with this game? There's nothing to talk about. It's going to be an ass beating.
Yeah.
So, we'll go to comments. I'm just in a bad mood, dude. Like, I'm tired of it. Like, because half this stuff we've already talked about. And like the things that Brian Costello comes out with, these are topics we've talked about for the last 6 weeks. You're not breaking any news. Hey, maybe this. Hey, maybe that. No shit, dude. Welcome to, December. We talked about the shit in October. All the fans already know this.
Well, it was topics that they were too afraid to touch at the time for obvious reasons.
All right. So we'll go to the comments. Thank you guys all for joining us. Hope you survived the snowstorm.
Yeah. Bigger question is: Are we going live tomorrow for Trevor and Notre Dame?
That's some bullshit, man. Can I just enjoy the game?
And then we got Marlin and Sarge and Roberson afterward.
Roberson's out.
Oh, he is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. I didn't hear
COVID.
That sucks.
Positive for COVID.
That sucks.
Yeah, I was surprised. We'll go to comments. Most guys on team, especially young guys, probably auditioning for other teams now. They are. But, I mean, I don't know, man. This is just... Jets on the verge of landing a generational talent in Trevor Lawrence. Jets old practice field in Peekskill, New York restored my football use. Coincidence.
That's good.
I mean, it's just, I mean, the whole Trevor Lawrence thing, it was fun for a while to talk about it. Like, you watch the kid talk, the interviews, what he's talking about. He's not scared of the big city. He's not scared of the challenge. It's just makes too much sense, man. He's saying all the right things. Dr. Phil, Sam Darnold isn't worth that much, dude. No team is getting a top 10 pick for like the 26th or 28th pick in Sam. Yeah, Sam's trade value right now is not all that high. There's just, you're not getting a first round pick from a high first round pick for him.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's thinking that you're getting a first round pick for Sam. I think it was more about trading number 1 overall as far as getting that kind of package.
Yep. If there's anyone you could trust with the quarterback project, it's the Jets. Sign Mariota. Yeah, that article, man. That's like, nobody mentioned Mariota up until last night because he had a couple of nice throws. Like, oh, that's your answer to the Jets.
Had a couple shitty throws too.
And the thing is, the people that are saying the Jets should pass up on Lawrence will be the same clowns week 1 when the other quarterback, whoever is the Jets taking that scenario, doesn't play well. Oh, Jets should have took Lawrence, man. What are they doing? Those are like the wish-washy people that are just trying to, have all these bold takes and all these bold statements. The same people that supported Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oh, you got to give them the money. Then once he shits the bed, they all hide from it. These will be the same people. You got to trade the Trevor pick. Don't take Trevor until he lights up everybody else. Let me go back and say, oh, you should have took him. The hypocrites. Those are the people.
I think you'll have similar stance saying that, hey, if you trade Trevor Lawrence and then you don't build a team around him, same thing. You should have traded and built a foundation because you had so many holes. I think there's always going to be people that are second guessing whatever you do or don't do.
Yeah, but the ones
same thing with Pat Mahomes. At the time of the draft, not many people were talking about Mahomes. After the draft, should have taken Mahomes. Had you passed on him, Watson, there was some conversation about, but nobody was really talking about.
Well, now everybody is like, I told you Sam Darnold was going to suck. Like, it's funny. I never heard that until this year. Never. When they drafted him, it was a celebration amongst everybody in Jets Nation. Everybody loved it.
Yep.
First year, everybody loved it. Going into second year, everybody said, "Oh, this is great." Going into this year, now it's like, I knew the whole time. Really? Show me your tweets, man. Show me something that 3 years ago you knew Sam Darnold was going to suck. I never heard one thing about that.
Nope.
I'm angry, man. I gotta calm down. I don't know what it is. I'm just an angry person today. So, Aaron Darnold with 5 sacks and Jalen Ramsey with 5 picks. I mean, there's not a matchup you feel comfortable with. There's nothing. Like, who are they going to put? Like, Perriman has Jalen Ramsey?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that'll catch the ball up for Mims. If Crowder plays, you got him in the slot. I don't know.
How is our offensive line going to hold up?
Get Herndon in there? I don't know.
Are you saying this with a straight face?
You double Aaron Donald.
Right. We couldn't handle the Seahawks last week.
I don't know.
So now we have another guest in our chat room here. Primetime sunglasses are here.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Oh, let's see.
Celebrity status.
So are you guys both cheering against Lawrence tomorrow now? Notre Dame coach is a clown after those comments today, Tyson. I hope they don't make the playoffs after that, but the game should be good.
Ooh, what'd he say?
He's a family guy, man. If the families can't go to the game, they shouldn't play the game.
Oh.
A family guy, man. Notre Dame's about pride, family, passion, team.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
So are we cheering against Lawrence tomorrow? I 1,000% will be cheering against Lawrence tomorrow because Lawrence already got a national championship. I'm not worried about him winning. He's already proven he can win. Just not tomorrow. Are you rooting for Lawrence tomorrow, prime time?
I am.
See, now
just to see you angry, I'm rooting for Trevor.
Now, but keep in mind what prime time will do tomorrow is he will analyze every facet of Trevor Lawrence's game to how he cuts his toenails, his fingernails, to the size of his wristband, his headband, his hair color, everything.
No, I'm just applying the same standard that we've applied for the last, 13
You will go above beyond. The same things you try to hide and ignore with Sam Darnold, you will say, listen, I cannot believe he's only got 3 arm hairs. That's ridiculous. You can't draft him.
Not at all.
Yep. No, you'll see Primetime get exposed tomorrow for the hater he is on Trevor Lawrence. It'll be.
He's got a great coach. He's going up against a weak defense. He should dominate tomorrow.
Same. Glad you guys brought up McGovern's comments. I mean, we'll bring up anything, man. You guys want to talk about it, we'll talk about it. But when you start calling the fans couch potatoes and shit like that, Jesus. Sam is not tradable. No one will pick up his option, making him a one-year rental. Plus, stats show he's one of the worst quarterbacks all the last 3 years. Listen, the team trade for Josh Rosen. There will always be somebody interested in a young quarterback that has potential. So I think they will, but it won't be the return that we all hope it is.
Yeah, and I think Sam has at least a little bit more positive film on tape than Josh Rosen did. Granted, it's over a longer period of time where there's also a lot of bad film out there. But he's a 23-year-old kid. I think there's going to be some team that sees the value in trading for him, maybe sitting him for a year behind a veteran and trying to rebuild him that way.
Did you guys read the article Cimini put out about Trevor refusing to play for the Jets? Yeah, they're trying to do these hypotheticals. What if Trevor says no? What if this? What if that? The kid's not saying no. They said the same thing last year about Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. Why would he go to Cincinnati? It's a dumpster fire. They don't do this. They don't do that. They don't do this.
If Gase isn't fired, it's a conversation.
Yeah, Gase is getting fired. I mean,
that's what I'm saying, though. Yeah,
they're trying to get reactions. But that one right there. If you read anything about Trevor Lawrence, and I've been going around a lot of the national analysts, the college football analysts that actually cover the sport legitimately, not like these frauds around New York City, and they're all like, dude, this kid is all about it. Like he will buy into the program. You will get it. He loves football. He loves winning. So, Sam Darnold with his comments the answer is no. You're not being brought back next year.
Surprised he wants to come back next year.
You are goodbye. Take care. JT, Primetime, are you going to take the 17 points? Or you giving 17 points?
I like the Rams personally.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one by probably 24 points, I would think.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence will be good as long as he stays healthy. Well, that applies to any quarterback at this point. 17.5, 17.5, that's it.
That's it? Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. The Jets will lose by 30. If you pass on Lawrence and he turns out great, fans would never forgive that move. That's why you're not passing on him.
Wouldn't the exact same conversation apply if Sam Darnold goes on to win 2 Super Bowls somewhere?
No, because you have your quarterback.
But that would be the same conversation. That would be the same. Hold on.
But so how does Trevor Lawrence playing?
That's the same conversation, though.
No, it's not.
The guy you had in your building, if he goes on to win 2 Super Bowls and he's actually a franchise quarterback, wouldn't that be the same?
And what is Trevor Lawrence won in that same time?
What if he doesn't win at all?
So over the next 15 years, you're going to say Sam Darnold's going to win two Super Bowls and Trevor Lawrence wins none?
I'm just saying Dan Marino never won one.
And he's a Hall of Famer.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
So if Trevor Lawrence goes on to a Hall of Fame career, doesn't win a Super Bowl, that's going to be a strike against him.
Well, I mean, it would be a strike against not building a team around him.
If he goes to the Hall of Fame, obviously,
I'm talking more about the regret factor. Forget the players for a second.
But so is Sam going to have a Hall of Fame career?
I'm not saying what's likely to happen. I'm saying as a fan, which would hurt you more, watching the guy that you had in your building go on to a successful career and winning 2 Super Bowls versus passing up somebody, which we've done countless times before. We've passed on Mahomes. We've passed on Marino. We've passed on a lot of great quarterbacks. That doesn't faze me anymore. Having the guy in our building and then he goes on to win a couple, that would hurt me more than anything.
But that it sounds good for like a sports debate, but now you're going to tell me, is he winning a couple because it's him, or is he going to be carried along as just a little piece to the puzzle and everybody else is doing all the jobs, like great defense, great running game?
That's like the Eli Manning conversation we were having a couple weeks ago. He's not the best quarterback of this generation, but he's got 2 Super Bowls because the Giants built good teams around him, and he was clutch in the playoffs. Okay. So there's a lot of ways to build a winning team.
Right.
I'm not going back to bringing Sam back or anything like that.
I'm not worried about Sam winning 2 Super Bowls. I'm not. If he does, more power to him. I have confidence that Trevor Lawrence will have a better career than Sam Darnold. I'm confident with that.
I think so too. But I'm just saying, watching Sam win somewhere else, if that happens, that would probably hurt me more if Trevor doesn't win here.
Yeah. I mean, Trevor is coming here at a young age. He should be here in theory for a good 10, 12, 13 years. Hopefully he has that run or Super Bowl run in him. Sam will have the same opportunity. I think when you compare,
if Trevor wins here, I hope they both win. Root for both of them. I would have no issue with that. But if Sam goes on to win and Trevor doesn't, that shit would hurt because you had him in your building.
I'm ready to move on. I'm willing to take that chance.
I know you are.
Is anyone else rooting for 0-16? I am. Right here, 100%.
Just for the head coach, if anything.
That's it. I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm rooting for it. This team deserves it, and I think that solidifies
Adam Gase everywhere. We're not fans.
Yep. I don't care. Call me not a fan. I'm rooting for it. I want this stench attached to this team. So there's no doubt in this organization's mind that you got to fire this coach. No doubt in your mind.
What could possibly make somebody happy about winning a game the next 3 weeks?
Yeah. Oh my God. Now we're 1-15. Aren't you proud? Still the worst team in football.
Of what? What did it change?
Still the worst team in football.
So Gase gets his Gatorade bath? I mean, is that what we're doing it for?
Let's just hope Trevor does not suffer a major injury. Could you imagine? Let's hope Sam Darnold doesn't against the Rams defense that could beat the shit out of him. Could you imagine that? Sam getting wiped out on Sunday under contract next year?
I could see that because we've seen it plenty of times already.
So
all the more reason to have Morgan active. Sunday. Give me back Sunday. Giving you the day off.
That's a good one, man. Blaine Gabbert for quarterback. That's probably the next article coming out of the New York media. Wouldn't surprise me at all, man.
Bring Fitzpatrick back.
Tyson is fired up. It's not even game day. Love to see it. I'm just tired, man. I'm tired of this nonsense. And it's like every day it's some other shit, trying to get Jet fans rattled, trying to get Jets fans into it. And we're actually a lot more educated and vocal and express better information than what's surrounded by us right now. It's just ridiculous. Looks like we're getting Mike Tyson instead of Tyson Roush. Dude, it is what it is. Listen.
Iron Mike.
Hey.
We need a nickname for you, Iron Mike.
If they're going to spew out bullshit, I'm calling them out on it. What are we going to do? That's what we're here for. All right. What if the Jets draft Lawrence, but we do keep Darnold, similar to when the Chargers drafted Rivers but kept Breeze? I don't think that could happen, but it seems no one talks about this possibility. I think Sam would probably demand the trade, wouldn't he?
I would hope they wouldn't even do that to him. I mean, if you're going to draft his replacement, let him go on and get his fresh start somewhere else. I don't think he'd be happy staying here as a backup.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Nor do I think they would want to pay, $8 million for him to be backup? So.
If Lawrence turns into Luck and you rebuild your entire organization, who wins the trade? What trade? I guess if we trade him away, we trade away the pick. I don't know.
That's a good question.
I'm not trading
because, okay. So if you rebuild your entire organization, though, in theory, right, if you have that foundation set, throughout your entire roster, in theory, then you have, your next 5 to 10 years to find that quarterback and put him into a situation that's ready to win, like the Chiefs did with Mahomes, like the Eagles did with Wentz.
Build around Lawrence, though.
No, I'm saying you absolutely can.
To me, it's like you're trying to make things too complicated. If this. No, I'll just take the guy. I'll take the known commodity, the best talent in quarterback in the last 10 years. I'm taking him.
We have 5 months of content to do, so we got.
Not me. My content's done. I'm drafting Trevor Lawrence. You guys do all the draft shit you want, send all the scenarios you want. Primetime will answer them. I'm gonna give you the same answer every time. Draft Trevor Lawrence. Hire Bill Cowher. That's your answer, twofold, and we're done. Can you imagine Bill Cowher and Trevor Lawrence starting the season next year? Seems to be a popular question in the chat right now.
I'm in.
You guys are just cruel, man.
I'm down for it.
If you guys end up with the second pick, y'all drafting me. Justin Fields asking us a question.
That should be a conversation too. Trading that pick
first.
Hopefully we don't get there.
Week 17 scares me. Let's get there first. Let's get to 0-15, and let's pray that Gardner Minshew inspires the Jaguars to win. The Jaguars get a win, dude, we can start celebrating, because then it's like we're not winning 2 games. We're not winning 2 of our last 3. We're definitely losing the next 2. Right? Can you agree with that?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want the drama of that, Week 17 live stream.
I'll get so drunk, dude. I'll be out of my gourd. I'll probably drunk before the game even starts.
That's what I'm saying.
The answer is no. Trevor Lawrence will not pull an Eli on the Jets. He will happily come to New York with a new coach, with all the sponsorships and endorsements and all the opportunities New York and Jersey will offer him. He'll be the king of the castle. He wins in New York. He'll be an absolute superstar here with his personality and also the platform that will give him too, because he's all about community and statements and getting back and making a social media, like a social difference. He'll love it here. Absolutely love it here. Don't remind Tyson about the reporter who asked the Geno Smith question during a post-game press conference.
What a joke that was.
It's ridiculous. Here we go. I knew these questions were going to start coming. What's your prediction for Clemson Notre Dame primetime?
I'm going 55-28 Clemson.
Okay, cool. It's going to be a destruction against the Rams.
What's your prediction?
I'll share it later. I'm not gonna, dude. If you think I'm gonna go against my team, come on, man. Let's go live tomorrow.
Fans have spoken.
Forgetting Sam Darnold. Joe Douglas with his comment. I've already forgot him, man.
Come on, Joe.
Aikman was on the hot seat until the Walker trade. Let's see.
Eli was on the hot seat until that Super Bowl run.
Love the call-in show. Steve was actually talking some sense. No, Steve made his return. And then he said, what do you say? Like, let me tell you something. Let me speak.
Let me finish.
I'm like, all right, finish. He had nothing to say. It was like crickets.
Yeah. Yep.
You and Tyrone did a good job.
He was angry.
You guys did a good job. You had things all cooking there.
Thank you. Did my best.
Lots of calls, man. Lots of calls. Please go live tomorrow. Stream tomorrow. Live tomorrow. You guys just are cruel, man. Go live tomorrow. Ay.
That's gonna be a long stream.
I could see it already for next year. Marcus Mariota throwing touchdown passes left and right to Chad Hansen.
Signed to the active roster today. How about that?
Yeah, how about that? McGovern's comments reminded me of Dow Roberts' fake. He called it fake ass fans. That's what he called this.
Remember that one?
The snowstorm brought more inches of snow that the Jets will score points this Sunday. That's probably true too. This can be absolute just ass beating. What'd you all do during the snowstorm? What'd you do, prime time?
I didn't do shit. Did some cleaning around the house. Did some cooking. Didn't do much.
We didn't get impacted down here. We were business as usual down here. We probably got like 2 or 3 inches. A lot of rain, a lot of wind.
Wow.
Yeah, our roads. We haven't had any. We had no issues at all down here.
Wow. We had well over a foot up here.
Prime time, can you come and grab me out of the car, please? It's cold out here.
I don't even think they're in the car. I think they're like on my couch somewhere. I don't even know.
That's funny as shit. Sergio Castillo, the ex-Jet. I missed 3 field goals and still got the most points against Seattle.
Didn't he get signed to the practice squad? Did they bring him back?
He?
I think so.
What?
I think they signed him to the practice squad. It's a good thing.
That Dan Patrick feature was good in my opinion. Really didn't know about Lawrence outside of football. He seems like a grounded, genuine good guy. Yeah, he's very, very committed to making a difference in the community. Very, very vocal about it. Very about helping out his teammates, hearing their point of view, supporting causes. And that'll be another big thing he'll do in New York too. He'll love it here. Fellas, before Cowher, before Lawrence, Gase has to be fired with prejudice. Gase is a goner, man. He's admitting defeat the last 2 weeks.
Seems like it. Hope so.
Albert Brewer said the Jets could get a first for Sam.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Not unless something crazy happens these last 3 weeks.
I'd honestly be shocked if the Jets got a 3rd rounder for Sam. That's kind of where I am too. That's kind of the boat I'm in.
Sergio Castillo back to the practice squad.
What?
Yep.
Rewarding incompetence. No. So he misses 3 field goals, and let's bring him back.
Rewarding good shotgun ability. That's what that is.
I don't want a guy who says the right things. I want a guy who does the right things. Well, I mean, everywhere Trevor Lawrence has gone, he's won, including a national championship in college, including you get another one this year. He won't. Like he's going to lose tomorrow, but I mean, he could, in theory, get another one this year.
Sounds like a Joe Douglas quote.
Yep. Sam Darnold with a comment. I want to stay in New York with primetime.
You should have did more then, man. Can only help you so much.
Primetime went Hollywood on me. He got a new pair of glasses.
I did actually like 2 years ago. I just don't wear them too much. Save them for baseball games.
Tyson and Prime, if we could get a 2nd-round pick for Sam, that'd be a win in my opinion. The Jets tank not only the season, but Darnold's value. I'd be happy with a 2nd-round pick, man.
I'd want a little more. 2nd and something else.
Kyle Trask is a sleeper of the draft. You see his name a lot, man, but he's not in our ballpark, I don't think.
So what if you trade number 1 overall and then you get all those extra picks and you take Kyle Trask, he competes with Sam Darnold, and you still have all those extra picks to build around both young quarterbacks.
Trevor Lawrence is going to be here. Sam Darnold is not. That's it. I need my sound bites. I need like my Backstreet Boys, the Bye 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 song, all this shit. Oops, I hit the wrong button.
Diane was clearly intrigued by Kyle Trask, so I thought we should entertain the possibility that, Maybe that happens.
Watching Pat McAfee show, Nick Mangold had to do a shot of barbecue sauce, losing a bet of Jets winning 4 games, thought of primetime, said O-line coach one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wouldn't be able to do a shot of barbecue sauce.
primetime going to cry when Sam leaves.
I might. It's a sad story. There's nothing like enjoyable about it.
Salty Tyson. I'm irritable today. I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just an angry person today. I'm
irritable
tired of all the
year.
shit around this team. What?
Irritable all year.
I got to deal with your shitty Sam Darnold takes, man. What do you want me to do? To Manish Mehta secretly write that article with Mariota. Article is terrible. It's just a terrible idea. Because just do better.
Yeah.
I'm burning every bridge, man. It's just, hey. Does Morgan even get any reps with the best practice team of all time?
Third string quarterback usually doesn't see many reps.
He should at least be active on game day, man.
That was actually the biggest reason that Todd Bowles used to give for not playing Christian Hackenberg. Oh, well, Bryce Petty was getting all the second team reps. We don't have too many reps to go around for the third string quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, Sam Darnold would have thought, Tyson, I know you secretly want to keep me. Sam, I'm going to break it to you, man. You're done. You're out. You're a nice kid. Take care. Go to West Coast. Say hi to Kyle Shanahan for me and do your thing.
He'd be amazing out there.
Stream it so we can see Tyson.
Beat 14-0 right now.
Go Clemson. Lawrence about to tear up Notre Dame.
Yep.
Let's see. Pack Sam Darnold and Seattle's pick for a top 10 pick.
That's interesting.
That's an interesting one there. That is an interesting one.
You get a top wideout to go with Trevor Lawrence. I'd be all about that.
That'd be interesting if you could do that.
I'd forget all about Sam if that happened.
What is going to happen to the live streams after the season? Playoff streams? We could do that.
Yeah.
We could do some playoff games. We could do different stuff. Change it up.
Playoff stuff, draft stuff.
Yeah, we could do all kinds of stuff.
Let's talk Mets. Let's talk bets.
Well, we can't do bets. I mean, you only post one video every 3 weeks.
All right, so we'll go. Let's talk Mets then. Games every day.
Yeah, dude, I could never do baseball. I'd be so bored. I want the Week 17 drama. I'd say I don't. I can. Could you imagine? You do want it, don't you?
Absolutely. It's win-win for me. I mean, worst case scenario, I get the possibility of seeing Sam back.
All right. Tyson Fields isn't bad. I don't want you to get your hopes up like I did in the past. And the Jets screw up, had number 2 pick. Fields is still good. Listen, I keep the eye on the prize, man. Trevor Lawrence is just, we're 3 games away from getting the guy we all want.
Yep.
No way Belichick won't do everything he can to make those Jets 0-16. I tend to agree with that.
Yeah, he will not want to be the only win on the Jets record.
Go live tomorrow. Tyson's reaction to Prime's prediction on score of Notre Dame and Clemson. 68-21 Clemson.
Something like that.
Saving Private Darnold. Let's see. What else we got here? Did you guys hear what Darnold said about going up against Donald? I did not.
I saw there was a quote. I forget what he said, though.
What did he say? He's fearing for his life?
Something like it was fun going up against him or something like that. I forget exactly what he said.
Doesn't seem much fun. Just started watching you guys this season. Love your content. Do you still make videos during the off season? We do, man.
Year-round.
We don't take any breaks. We're year-round. We're live every Tuesday night year-round. We do free agency. We do draft. We do all kinds of stuff, man. We can do some playoff stuff, football, like Super Bowl stuff. Do all kinds. We'll still do UFC things. I'll do anything. I don't care.
Yeah, Sam Darnold. Aaron Donald is a fun player, is a good player. It'll be fun playing against him. Aaron Donald and Sam Darnold. I think he's a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Until he buries him. Sam throws 2 picks in the first quarter. No one is asking the important question. Did Lamar Jackson have to poop?
I'm going to say yes, just because of the pep in his step as he was coming out of the locker room. He didn't look like a guy that had cramps. So I think he definitely dropped a little deuce and then came back out refreshed.
Notre Dame Clemson could be the second best stream this year after the Raiders game stream. Yeah,
has that
all you bastards.
Has that potential.
All you bastards will sit here and attack me the entire game, and prime time is there and just laugh.
It's win-win for me. I cannot lose.
Caller Steve, it's always a circus with him.
Yeah.
His calls, man. Just
tried dealing with those calls for 5 years.
It's funny how Tyson literally told Steve what to say. I had to calm Tyrone down. Tyrone's getting all riled up. You can't let him get to you, man. We need a new coach. Otherwise, it doesn't matter who the quarterback coach. Yeah, we just need a coach, man. I mean, that's prime time is awesome. There you go.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I want to see Morgan at quarterback before the season ends. Same thing, man. I'm completely agreement with that. Live stream the playoffs and Super Bowl. Why not? I mean, I could. No problem doing that. You guys are pricks. Please go live tomorrow.
I think we have to.
I thought Cole and Steve and Tyrone were going to fight. I had to break it up. Like, all right, Tyrone, relax, man. Let him speak. He's like, let me finish.
And then he was finished.
Snoopy, it'll be crazy having a New York professional team go winless. Yeah.
That's what we need.
Why couldn't they give Morgan a little time to get to Seahawks? Guess why?
He wasn't active.
He's not even in uniform. Tyson, do you have any thoughts on Trevor Lawrence? Yes, he is our answer at quarterback. The number one pick. It's not traded. It's the unquestioned answer. That's it. And you guys will all watch him tomorrow and fire out your hot takes all you want.
I'm curious what your takes are going to be, though.
I'm objective, man. I give credit where it's due. I don't have blinders on like you do with Sam.
Right.
I'm willing to see it all.
All right, you're going to be tested tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say.
Live stream at primetime eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich the second the Jets-Pats 0-16 game ends.
That's the one thing I will try, but it's got to be for a little more than just going 0-16.
All right. Shotgun real beer this week. No seltzers, real brew. We didn't do any shotguns last week.
Yeah, I think these are actually harder than beer.
Where's the bingo board at? Is it in progress, or what are we doing with that?
I'll get to it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
During the live stream
with the betting video. Are you guys too famous to do interviews with me now, or what? Actually, you know what, Coach? We're getting tired of your shit because you get the same old answers.
Yep.
And now you're defeated, and now you're admitting defeat, and it's not fun anymore. Prime time? Your thoughts?
I mean, listen. If the people want him, we can still get him on. But yeah, I'm getting tired of listening to his bullshit too.
Yes, but Tyson, I'm worried the Patriots will try to lose the game to stop our tank. I don't think so, man. When was the last time the Patriots lost on purpose, man? I think Belichick is they're going to play to win. I mean,
teams don't do that. I mean, it's fun to talk about, but especially a team like the Patriots, Belichick's teams, they're not going out there trying to lose intentionally.
Guys, we have to slow down these Trevor Lawrence conversations. There's still no guarantee we're getting the first pick. All right, well, we're 0-13, and I think there's no chance in living hell we're winning on Sunday. That's 0-14. So that means we're 2 games away from it happening, and the Browns are playing phenomenal football right now. That's 0-15. We're close. Go Gardner Minshew.
Could you imagine the Rams just come in like sleepwalking on Sunday?
Oh, could you imagine?
Just completely overlooked
This
us.
live stream would go right to shit. This would go right off the rails. Please go live tomorrow. You're the best. And we got that one already before. We never coach up players. We never put them in the best positions to win. Chris Herndon, perfect example.
Yep.
Sounds like a pretty good article somebody could write, but they're all too busy, I guess, right now.
Chad Hansen, another example.
Will you guys go live for Clemson Notre Dame? Seems to be a very popular comment tonight. I hate all you people. I do.
4:00.
Oh, it's so not fair, man. It's just not fair. Tyson, go hit the heavy bag for 20 minutes. Actually, I already did. I did an hour of boxing already before I did this stuff. So Backstreet will copyright the F out of you. That's why we can't use a lot of music things anymore on our show because they started. They caught us on YouTube.
Our intro got flagged.
Yeah, we had a really cool Dr. Dre intro, and we would use like all kinds of music and stuff, and they flagged all our videos.
It's probably the Jets and their spies.
Prime Time's takes better than Tyson's takes.
Thank you, Sam.
Yep.
Sam knows.
Mariota probably end up in New England if he's a cap cut casualty. I can see that. He'd be a good fit for Belichick.
He could take over in I was gonna say Oakland, in Vegas.
I don't think we're going to top last week's fights this weekend. One of the best pay-per-views in a while. I disagree. Tomorrow's card is sick, man. Absolutely sick. Top to bottom, prelims, I mean, you got Anthony Pettis, you got Marlon, you got Sarge. I mean, the matchups are sick, man. Yeah, this is a great card. Absolutely phenomenal card. A lot of good strikers. You have that guy from France, Pereira, the guy just all jumping around and the flip, stomps. Yep. He actually slaps guys. Did he just slap some?
Yeah, I remember that his last fight.
But the only thing with him though is he does all that fancy shit. He gasses himself out. So he'll do all that shit in the first round, and the second round he tapers down because he's
fighting that guy Chaos Williams. His fights have ended in like 30 seconds.
Chaos Williams is the beast, but that fancy guy does a lot of shit, and he does all these spinning kicks and all. It looks great on TV. He gasses himself out, then all of a sudden he's like, I'm like, yeah, dude, like you actually got to fight, man.
I'll take the under in that fight.
Yeah, no, there's some good fights though. I'd rather eat hot dogs without condiments the rest of my life than have Mariota our starting quarterback next year. Yeah, I mean,
nothing wrong with hot dogs, no condiments, by the way.
Yeah. Where should Gore go? Where should Gore to go
Bench.
to?
Bench.
Yeah, cut him. Let him go to a playoff team. If you cut him now, you have the week COVID thing. He's the week go through COVID testing. If he's so valuable and so needed, and if he's the best running back on our team, surely a playoff team could use him, right? Mark Cannizzaro, right? Clown. I'm bitter, man. I got to calm down. I don't know what the hell's going on. Let's see. If we go 0-16, can you read the cease and desist letter you got from the Jets? Prime time?
Should we go to that length? I mean, I'd be willing to.
I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'll tell my plan. If the Jets go 0-16 and Gase is fired, I'll share my whole plan because it won't be used hopefully it won't be used for a long time after that. Breaking news: Primetime's glasses have officially been declared MIA.
Actually, hold on.
The fact that Morgan is not even spoken about makes the fourth round selection that more stupid. Yeah, how about the fact that Cameron Clark can't even get on the fucking on the active roster?
You said it at the time. There was no, especially, again, you had veterans out there. You signed Flacco. There was no reason to invest a fourth round pick in a quarterback who wasn't even ready to be a backup.
Yeah, I mean, our defense packed it in. Pats will run all over us.
Yeah.
Week 17, Tyson may have a meltdown. Oh, dude, if we're at we have to lose to solidify the pick, I mean, that week will be awful. That live stream will be a mess, man. Absolute disaster.
I'll be enjoying that.
Primetime has talked himself back into Sam again. I knew it was going to happen.
No, I didn't.
It was so predictable.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You started your shit earlier.
Just creating conversation. That's all I'm doing. Creating conversation.
This is Devil's Advocate. Bullshit. No. Your Sam colors will come right back on. Put the fucking green sweatshirt back on. Sam Darnold, whatever the shit's on there. Just put it on there. Your Sam Darnold sweatshirt, put it back on. It's fine. Wear it on Sunday.
I said I want number 1 overall. Mm-hmm. New head coach is going to want Trevor Lawrence. Mm-hmm. I'm on board with it.
Just bring out the sweatshirt. Just enjoy the next 3 weeks, man. Root for your boy. It's going to come back. What happens? He throws one good pass on Sunday and you start smiling. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm,
I will not be fooled this week.
Your shoulders are all, dude, you're all fired up. And then by the end of the game, you're like, oh, man, Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Not this week.
Mm-hmm.
Not being fooled this week.
I'd rather Darnold over Fields, not Lawrence. There's a hot take.
That's a legitimate conversation because, again, it wouldn't just be Darnold versus Fields. It would be Darnold versus whatever package you could get by trading out a number 2, surrounding that around Sam versus Fields, which I think becomes a little bit more of a conversation.
Tyson, the more crap you get prime time about the betting videos, the longer it's going to take. Well, I'm thinking we're in what week was this? Week 14, 15 we're in? Was it 15? 14, right?
Week 15. 3 more games left.
All right, 15, 6. All right, so now we're in week 15. So if we keep talking to him, he'll probably have the week 13 videos up pretty soon. So he's getting there. He's getting caught up.
Problem is I do good when I don't do the videos. And then when I put my picks out there, I'm like average.
I mean, if you great UFC card tomorrow, completely agree. Absolutely agree. UFC stream tomorrow. You guys ready for Tyrone's new contract negotiations? Well, he just ruined it. He ruined it for himself because we asked him to come on our streams and he told us he can't. So now he's basically he's a one-hit wonder. Yeah. He's a Tuesday guy. So we don't pay Tuesday guy. Tuesday guy doesn't get much now. He lost all his negotiation powers now. That's it. Right? He's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, now he is. prior to that, yeah, if he was going to join the live streams, I mean, we were going to have to.
We were trying to get him, but now he's going to try to negotiate. We're like, listen, dude, know your role now. We got to play some rock sound bites for him. What's your favorite all-time sports movie? I have two. I have an obscure movie that you probably never heard of before.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Major League would be up there. Any Given Sunday be up there. I don't know if I have an all-time. I mean, Field of Dreams, definitely.
I got two. Rudy, obviously. Dude, Rudy. You got Hoosiers, another great movie. Please. Two great movies. Rudy and Hoosiers are phenomenal. My favorite sports movie of all time, Victory. A soccer movie. It has Pele in it.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Old, dude. The movie's old as shit. As a soccer fan, I loved it. And he's like, I take the ball, I go like this, score. But it was like all with the whole like time of war and stuff like that. Favorite movie of all time.
Forgot Waterboy.
If you get bored one time, check it out. What'd you say, Prime Time?
Forgot Waterboy.
Waterboy. Let's see. Thank you very much, Abrima.
Appreciate it,
John. Fields, Kittle, Bateman, Trey Smith, or Lawrence and Terrence Marshall. Fields, Kittle, Bateman, Trey Smith, or I just want Lawrence, dude. I don't think Kittle leaves for the 49ers either, but I want Trevor. It's gotta be Trevor Lawrence, I think. Golf blows, so we do have to be careful. We're talking about golf now? I'm not doing no golf streams, dude. No golf live streams. I can't even think about doing something like that.
Every now and then I'll turn it on for a little Tiger watch, but it's about it.
Go live. The Rams are so hard to beat. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think it's gonna. You guys gonna watch Floyd versus Logan? Nope. I mean, that's gonna be just an ass.
You're not gonna watch it? You're gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it.
I wouldn't pay for it. I'm glad that Logan tried to call out Michael Bisping, the former UFC fighter. Michael Bisping will whoop his ass. Whoop it, like all these guys, dude. And I want them to call out a striking guy. Don't call out, Ben Askren who has no hands or Dylan Davis.
Even a wrestler, though. I mean, you would think that the amount of time they probably still trained to be in the octagon, they would beat the shit out of him. You want
to act like you're a boxer and you want to be a badass, call out a kickboxer and see what happens. Bisping will whoop his ass, dude. All these guys. How about Anthony Pettis? How about all these other guys, dude? They will destroy them.
You watching Golovkin tonight?
I want to. He's phenomenal, dude.
And you got Canelo tomorrow.
We're Jets fans. Be prepared not to have number one. I mean, listen, I think we have a plan here. How about trading Sam Darnold with Seahawks first round pick? What do you guys think we can get with that? That was mentioned earlier, man. Yep.
See, that excites me. If you could take Sam, package that, let's say the Seahawks are picking, early 20s, move up into the top 10, and then you're taking, the top one, maybe the top two, receivers that are coming out, Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, one of those guys, pair them with Trevor Lawrence. That's a conversation now.
Call out Rumble Johnson. Rumble Johnson versus Romero be good. Rumble Johnson's an animal, man. He is one of the biggest athletes I've ever seen in my life. He's enormous. Love watching Wonder Boy. Stephen Thompson's awesome, man. Phenomenal. His technique, his stance, his creativity is awesome. Let's see. Is it you pass copies of Jets beat writers on your heavy bag to use as inspiration? No. I have other inspirations, but they're just annoying the shit at me lately. We're going to get a ton of Clemson fans in here tomorrow for the stream that are going to tell us we don't deserve Lawrence. It'll be hilarious. Yeah. That stream tomorrow will be a mess. Oh, you're attacking me. Yeah, because you just want to see Notre Dame lose, man, because you're one of the many that hates Notre Dame.
Well, no, you're confident they're going to win.
Another undefeated season, another playoff season, another championship game. It's what Notre Dame does.
Yeah, you should
getting further than most organizations get and most colleges get. And I understand everybody hates it. It's fine.
Yeah.
They play Clemson once. They've already beat them. So if they happen to lose tomorrow, to tie for the year. So they're 1-1. Okay. So be it. At least they're there.
Okay.
Undefeated season. What team do you like? Florida State? Where are they at right now?
Don't worry about Florida State. We're talking
about okay. Let's see. Guys, there are glaring holes in Darnold's game. He does not scan field quickly and efficient. He still stares down receivers. Can't hit a deep throw. Simply not the answer with us or anyone. I mean, I agree, but you got till prime time, Mr. Chin.
You agree that he's not the answer with anybody?
No, I think he'll be good in San Francisco. I mean, good meaning has a chance to be something. I'm not saying he's a Super Bowl quarterback or Hall of Famer. He can maybe save his career.
Okay. Again, I just don't think how anyone can make that definitive statement when we've seen him play in the Adam Gase offense with, deficient talent for the last 2 years. That's no way to judge a young quarterback. I don't think any quarterback would succeed in that situation.
Hall of Famer Steve Young on the Michael K show says Sam should overcome bad coaching. Regression is on him. Should have the confidence and perseverance to believe his natural abilities.
And you can find Keyshawn and plenty of other analysts that say the opposite.
Steve Young's a quarterback, though.
All right. Did he ever have to do that?
Like the stream, these guys are so entertaining. Hey, Steve Young went for Tampa Bay, man. He had to overcome adversity.
How much did he win in Tampa?
And he sat behind Joe Montana, had to wait for his job.
Yeah, a lot of adversity.
Cutting Gore would mean losing a valuable bingo square. That's true. Prime time actually had to earn his money then. He had to actually put time and effort into the bingo board.
I put a lot of effort into last week's.
Mm-hmm.
It was professionally typed. It was out before kickoff. What more can you ask for?
Share the plan, Tyson. Once we go on 16, that'll be my favorite moment of this Jets year. No problem doing that. Getting a little nervous now because now it's like I gotta start planning all this and get all my social media platforms ready for this. So, sup fellas, let's go Rams. I heard Clark got first team reps. Yeah, but if you read in between the lines, it's
still not going to play though.
You got first team reps to give the starters rest. And Rich Samin's comment was, "Don't expect to see him play this year," which is
mind-boggling
insanity.
Yep.
Be easy, Tyson. We need you on here. Where am I going?
Maybe he meant with the drinking.
Prime time. Do you put syrup on your pancakes?
That's funny because I actually made pancakes today, and yes, I did put butter and syrup.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's normal then.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Becton Mims. Excuse me. Davis, Zuniga, Perine, Clark, Morgan, Hall, man. Okay.
What's that? Are we
where they were
players that were injured?
That's where they're drafted. I mean, okay. Well done. Chad Hansen, all pro. Only in Primetime's world.
I mean, listen, he's on pace for it right now.
Oh, my God. Why aren't you doing comments tonight? Weren't you supposed to do comments tonight?
You want me to take over?
Live stream the Packers-Panthers game? It's on at the same time as Notre Dame, isn't it?
Well, no. I think that one's at 7 or 8 o'clock.
I'm in UFC mode then, man. I think Sarge fights them.
Yeah.
I'm not missing her fight. That's awesome that she's getting another chance. Breaking news, Bill Cowher says he won't coach. The Jets job is available. That's not true at all. We talked about this already. Once the season is over, it's very easy. You make Bill Cowher an offer he can't refuse, and you make him refuse it.
Yep.
Until that happens, I don't believe any article anybody says.
And you approach him. Don't wait for him to come to you. You seek him out. You present the offer. Whatever he wants, you give it to him.
Another good movie. Remember the Titans is another good movie.
Forgot that one. Yep.
Remember the Titans. Draft Day. Let's see.
Unrealistic.
The Natural. Another good baseball movie.
Yep.
Remember the Titans. Moneyball. Another good one. Waterboy. The Mighty Ducks. Come on, man. Gridiron Gang.
People are going to judge me again. I've never seen the Mighty Ducks. I know. That's one of those shake. I'll leave it at. I'll own that one. I've just never.
Tyson's coming hot. Rudy, of course, Notre Dame fan says that. Listen, a fan of underdogs says that. It's almost
overrated.
Like the Vinny. What was that? The Vinny movie with the Eagles. What the hell was his name?
Oh, Vince Papale.
Yeah, him.
That was a good movie. That was a very good movie.
Remember the Titans? Yeah, Caddyshack, very funny movie. Tell me you've seen that, right?
No.
You've never seen Caddyshack?
Nope.
What the fuck, man? Yeah, victory with Sylvester Stallone. Stallone was the goalie. Yep.
He was a goalie?
The movie's old as shit. It's a soccer movie. It was like prisoners against like the military, and they would. So. You like soccer? What team do you support? I love soccer. I used to have season tickets to the Metro Stars with New York, the New York Cosmos way back when, all that stuff. But I don't follow like any of the European stuff. I just don't have the time. I'll definitely watch it though. Draft Day. I thought that was a good movie.
It was good, but it just wasn't realistic.
Yep. Stallone was the goalie. Yep. It's good. I'm surprised some of you guys have seen that, man. It's movie's old as shit. Let's see. I'm getting attacked again. Prime time. Guess I don't know. Just refreshed the Waterboy.
Do we consider Rocky a sports movie?
Could be. I like Rock. I like all the Rockies. Justin Fields is light years above Sam Darnold as a prospect.
He probably won't get graded higher than Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
we'll see. But
let's see.
See, I'm getting roasted now for seeing Sarah Marshall, but not Caddyshack.
Do you think Darnold gets knocked out of the game? Would Flacco come in ruining the tank? You know, it's funny that our friend Ryan Barger actually did snap analysis of, because I was like, wow, the first down runs has to be like 70% or 68%. It was only like 55%, but the play ratio was significantly different when Flacco played, where there was a lot more pass plays than run plays. So Flacco actually screwed up percentages.
Even that, though, think about it. 55% runs on first down in a passing league when you're down by double digits in almost every game that you're playing.
Yep.
And you're still running the ball more than you're throwing it on first down.
Tyson, if you can drop Manish with a body kick, I'll resign on a napkin resign. I can assure you, I could do that.
No, we don't want to let Adam Gase off like that. He doesn't get to go out like Kotite and resign on his own. He has to get fired.
Who wins the nicest guy in MMA awards, Sage Northcutt or Wonder Boy? I mean, there's a lot of MMA guys that are really good people, man. A lot of really good people. Notre Dame sucks. Tyson, don't get nervous. Don't sweat in primetime. Tyson knows Clemson's going to absolutely stomp out the Irish. He's just getting antsy. I'm good.
Perfect season comes to an end.
I'm good. Undefeated season. We already beat Clemson once. No big deal.
Now, if you lose, are you still guaranteed to go to the playoffs?
Nope. We're out.
Definitely?
Yeah, I think we are.
Would that be your first loss, though?
Yeah. There's all kinds of bullshit rules, man.
I was going to say, if you only have one loss when it comes to Clemson, I would think you'd still be in the top 4.
I don't think so. I could be wrong, though. Prime time, an hour after the show start, offers to take over the comments. Yeah, no shit, man. Yeah, it's like this is just Bloodsport, another good movie. Cool Runnings. The Replacements.
Replacements is actually pretty good.
Tyson, do the comments. I am doing the comments.
See, they want you. I offered.
It's not fair, man. You just sit there and just hang out.
I offered, but they want you to do it. So
a new bingo square. Tyson and Primetime arguing about who's going to do the comments. Well, that happened because 2 weeks ago, Primetime got hammered, and I had to do the comments because there's no way. Then he lost power too, so I had no choice. It was just. I woke up the next morning, my back hurt from carrying the whole show for 3 hours. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's probably how Sam Darnold feels every Monday.
Primetime probably never saw The Godfather.
Oh.
Have you?
So I've seen Casino, I've seen Goodfellas, I've seen Scarface, but from start to finish, I've never seen The Godfather. I've seen like bits and pieces of it. I know the idea and the premise of it, but from start to finish, no, I have not.
Come on.
And that's one that my dad gets on me all the time about. I know.
I mean,
I know. I have no excuse for that one.
You have nothing but free time in your
head. Dude, I know. Too many live streams. That's the problem.
Yeah, too many lives. You become Gase, dude. You become Gase with the excuses. You're using the same shit, man.
This weekend, I'm gonna watch something this weekend that I haven't watched. Maybe The Godfather.
Steve Young's comments about Darnold gave primetime the blues. Seems like it.
No, I mean that's what a lot of people are saying right now. I just think you can also find plenty on the opposite side, like Keyshawn and Dan Orlovsky and some others who have seen the talent.
This happens every Friday. Prime time is down and out from Monday to about Thursday afternoon. Friday night, he gets a little Sam inspiration. He's probably got some kind of.
I'm not saying keep Sam and trade the pick. I'm saying I think he's going to go somewhere else and be a good quarterback. I don't think that's even a hot take.
Tyson, do you in prime time think that Adam Gase is the worst coach in NFL history? He's got to be top 5.
He's up there.
Well, no, it was funny. Did you see Chris Mortensen's tweet about Anthony Lynn how he should get a chance to help rebuild the Chargers. That dude's he's arguably he could be worse than Adam Gase, but Justin Herbert is saving his ass.
Well, that's the thing, though.
Anthony Lynn is
no,
bad.
No,
he's really bad.
He's bad, yet look at what his quarterback is doing. His quarterback is still becoming a star. In spite of how bad the head coach is, his quarterback is still becoming a star. So he's not that bad. He's just blowing a lot of games late. Clock management's terrible with him. There's a lot of late game things that he's doing wrong. He's not ruining his quarterback. Adam Gase has taken a talented young quarterback and completely ruined him.
Tyson, you're forgetting the most important question. How good is Al Iaquinta? Long Island guy, man. I love Raging Al. I'm a big fan of his. I actually seen him many times in Atlantic City hanging out. He always goes with his team, the whole Matt Serra team. Tough as nails, went toe-to-toe with Khabib. Tough dude, man. He plays the game right because he knows MMA is all about money, and he holds out for money to get the fights he wants. Nothing but respect for him, man. Now I'm getting attacked. Tyson likes bend it like Beckham. Tyson do the comments. Hey, Beckham was a hell of a player, man. Let's see. Groundhog Day. That's not a sports movie. Let's see. Jerry Maguire. Ooh. Have you seen that?
No.
You've never seen Jerry Maguire?
No.
We used a soundbite in our radio show.
I know what the soundbite is.
Oh my God, man.
A lot of these movies were, before me. You're older than me.
Yeah, that's what Netflix is for. That's what,
Jerry Maguire's on Netflix? I don't think so.
How much could it cost? $2?
Oh, money's tight right now. I'm buying Adam Gase costumes and shit.
I will donate $2 to your movie fund. Matt Campbell will be such a great hire. Matt Campbell will be a great hire. You got to give him the Matt Rule contract, though. So you won't give him 8 years. That's the question. To get him to leave and come to New York and under these situations, you have to give him big money and a long contract. Long, 6 years.
I think to get whatever coach we really want, whoever is atop our list, whether it's Campbell, Bieniemy, Bill Cowher, you're going to have to go above and beyond whatever they think they're probably going to have to give up.
No, I love this movie. Tell me you've seen this movie at least.
Yes, I have.
Okay. About time you saw something here.
Billy Madison, I've seen.
Wow, you've actually seen Rocky, bro?
I have. Yes, I've seen Rocky.
Invincible. That's the
yep.
Vince Papale movie. That was pretty good.
I've seen that one too.
There you go.
3 in a row.
Let's see. Primetime, no Caddyshack. Come on, buddy. Yeah, that's shocking, man. That's definitely shocking for you.
A lot of these are early 90s movies when I was a kid, or even earlier than that.
Primetime, this act is getting darn old. Well played, Nick Hunter. Well played. I like that.
I'm not even saying keep him anymore. I'm just saying he's a young kid. He's going to be a good quarterback somewhere if he gets the right coaching.
The title of Primetime's autobiography, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Getting Sam Darnold.
Let's see.
The other receiver that we were talking about a few days ago, Jaylen Marshall. Was that it? Is that who we were thinking of?
Oh, I gotta look.
Because he had 2 dominant camps. I'm pretty sure.
Did. I gotta look that up.
And he never did anything either.
Look up old receiver. Because there was a guy I loved, dude. I forget his name.
I thought it was Jaylen Marshall. That first year that we were at camp, he was lighting it up every day.
Nah, there was another guy too. Primetime, are you a human?
Maybe not. I don't know.
You missed some good movies, man. Have you seen Terminator?
Yes, long time ago. Not that I could talk about it, but yeah, I have seen it.
How will you celebrate once Coach Gase is finally fired? We will have a live stream, and we will all drink and celebrate and just tell jokes all the time. And we should do our favorite Adam Gase memories. Maybe leave it. Come on, you never know.
That's true. Yeah, we'll have a wrap-up interview. Maybe get Joe Douglas on, get Chris Johnson on, drink till we pass out.
Here's a great question. What do you think is more likely to happen? Sam Darnold throwing a touchdown or Primetime making a betting video? That's a
very
tough
good question.
That's
very good question.
There'll be excuses made for Greg Salas reference. There you go.
Salim Hakeem.
I remember him. That was a subject of many debates.
David Clowney.
Evans, Owasu. I love Chris Owasu. Unfortunately, he had
the concussions, right?
Yeah. He was a really good player, man. Shaq Evans. I'll have to look up who.
Saunders.
No, I forget. It was like a guy. He was like an undrafted free agent, but he was just coming on like gangbusters
How many years ago?
when we were covering camp. I'll look it up. I mean, it'll come. Like I just haven't had a chance to think about it. Danny Woodhead, prime times.
Oh, Gabe Marks.
Nope. That's another good name though.
He was lighting it up in camp too.
He was.
It wasn't Trey McBride because he was having a great
I
camp.
don't know about you guys, but I'm getting hammered the day Gase gets fired. Yeah. Sharon Peak, Robbie Anderson, not Stephen Hill. No.
Lucky Whitehead.
No, that's my boy, man. I love Lucky Whitehead. Primetime, have you seen Miracle? Everybody's seen Miracle.
Yes, I have. Great movie.
Have you seen Shawshank Redemption?
I have.
All right.
My little run here.
Deontay Burnett, Jerome Peak.
Oh, Joe Anderson.
I like Joe Anderson, though. No, he actually never got a chance to play, though.
No.
We didn't see much out of him, though.
I don't know who the hell you're talking
He's one of my
about.
favorite. He's the one guy I rooted for the most, I think, out of all the unheralded guys. Let's see. Now I'm just getting that constant. I bet you dollars to donuts Sam Darnold will throw at least one interception on Sunday.
I'll take a shotgun on that.
Easy. That's easy money right there. Let's see. Stephen Hill, not Kimbrel Tompkins. No. Don't mention that name. It gives me jitters. Let's see. Deontay Burnett. Good to see the Jets organization a part of this chat again. Yeah, Sunday's chat, the Raider game was hysterical, man. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. That was just like a spiraled out of control very quickly.
Much needed. I'm
a Rams fan, but the Jets remind me of the longest yard, and the Jets are having growing pains. Everything has to be gelling and working the system. Rams will win this time. You guys should blow us out, man. Like, this game should be like a 38-10 drubbing, like over at halftime.
And to the one comment, I have never seen anything Star Wars related. I have no interest in that.
What?
Why would I watch
Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back?
Why would I watch that shit? Like the other stuff like Caddyshack, Godfather, like those types of movies I watch. So like I will get to them eventually.
What do we
that though? No.
Do you know what year they were on the roster and around what year? Well, let's see. It had to be like 3 years ago.
Well, I mean, we were credentialed from what, 2015 to 2019, I think.
Yeah, so it had to be like 2-3 years ago, but it was a guy that we just loved him and he played well. And it was like,
I thought it was Trey McBride. He had a great camp.
He got cut. I'm like, I'll definitely get picked up somewhere else. And he didn't. It was like, wow, like we completely overrated him. How have you not seen Star Wars? There's something wrong with you, Primetime.
No interest at all.
Tyson's reactions on money. Thank you. I just don't understand. Like, I'm gonna donate to a fund. We'll do a Primetime GoFundMe movie fund or something to get you watch movies.
I don't have any interest in like the sci-fi shit like that. Doesn't do it for me. Not 1 minute of any Star Wars movie. No interest.
Unbelievable, man. I have not. So I admit I have not seen that.
Come on.
Good idea, Tyson. Throw mama from the train. Talladega Nights. Dude, right now, I honestly don't have time for much. Between these and just, I don't sleep much right now. I can't wait from once like football season's over to get like some time to get caught back up on the sleep pattern because right now it's just crazy, man.
Caught up on sleep, on life.
Yeah, it's been really busy. You guys like scary movies? I do.
When I was a kid, I used to like them a little bit more.
I like suspense. I like not like I'll watch like a slasher movie, like all like the Friday the 13th shit, and like all the wild stuff. I like suspense movies, like murder mysteries and shit. Primetime, I love you, but I can't believe you hadn't seen Star Wars or not interested. I agree, man.
Doesn't do it for me.
Why is everyone questioning Primetime's movie watching when forgetting Sarah Marshall is his favorite comedy?
Who in the chat has honestly seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall and doesn't love it?
All
like
right.
that, super bad. Like if you're down in the dumps or whatever, you turn that on, like you're feeling better after that movie's over.
If the Pats beat us to give us the 0-16, they give us Lawrence. It's like returning the favor for knocking out Bledsoe, allowing Brady to play.
Life comes full circle. There you go. Yep.
I'm all about that. Nothing wrong with that. Primetime, please tell me you've seen The Usual Suspects.
What's that?
What are we doing here? Just what?
Isn't that like an older movie too?
Have you seen the Bad News Bears movies?
No. I was born in '88. A lot of these movies are like before me.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Do you all do any kind of NBA games? I'm an angry Knicks fan, man. I hate basketball right now. They
Like
turn
I
me.
say, if we were in the '90s, that kind of Knicks, I would love hopping on doing live streams on that team. But the last like 15 years, it's been so hard to be a Knicks fan.
Let's see. Have you seen Goonies?
Yes.
All right. Make progress here. Okay, now you got some support. Don't worry,
See?
Prime Time. I have not watched Star Wars either.
Yeah.
Nor do I have interest.
I know a lot of people that have no interest in
Did you
Star
watch
Wars.
any Batman movies?
No.
Dark Knight? Nothing?
No. None of those. Yeah. Batman, Spider-Man. I don't do any of those stuff.
Man, dude. I graduated high school, Gabe Marks. I thought Gabe Marks was a good player, man, to be honest with you.
He had a great camp.
That's the weirdest. The weirdest thing is like we would watch the practices. Like I had the biggest belief in Romar Mars. I thought Romar Mars was going to be just an all-around versatile guy. He could do all kinds of things. And then he wouldn't play in the preseason. And then when he got cut, I think he went to the Panthers for a couple, like a spit, and then that was it.
Never played though. Yeah.
Nope. But it was like just no Dark Knight, get Tyrone on here.
Yeah.
But it was so weird, like watching, like you'd see certain things in like practice. We'd see it all the time. Like, wow. And it was like every day in and day out, they make plays. And then come the preseason game, nothing. It was just so weird.
Never watched Star Trek. No.
Have you ever read a comic book?
I don't read comics.
God.
All sports.
Have you seen Pulp Fiction?
Nope. These are like older.
God damn, dude. Have you seen Space Jam?
Yes, I have. Because, like, again, that was my era growing up.
Jalen Saunders? Nope, wasn't him. I'll find out the name. I promise. I'll look it up tonight when we get done with this. We might have to buy out Prime Time his contract after learning his movie taste.
I mean, not for my food taste, then yeah, the movie taste will do it.
Weren't enough. The movie thing is it's alarming now. Look, no, this is getting ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, this is just man.
It's funny.
This is some crazy. You seen Spaceballs?
What's that?
Bronx Tale. You gotta see Bronx.
Yes, love Bronx Tale.
All right, now you got that. All right. So who is your favorite? Do you have like a favorite actor? Like, do you like Al Pacino or De Niro or like who do you like? Actor?
Yeah, I like all those like mobster movies. Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, everything he does is good. Departed, Salt. That's up there. Yeah, Denzel's always in good shit. Training Day. I might be. Yeah, true.
Training Day is good. Have you seen Titanic?
No,
dude.
What am I? I'm gonna sit there and watch 4 hours of a movie where I know what's gonna happen at the end. The boat's gonna sink.
You watch jet games, you know the ending of them.
That's true. Same kind of outcome too.
Let's see. What year was this undrafted free agent? Within the last like 2 or 3 years. So just go through. But he's a receiver and he played well. Like he had a good preseason too. Like he was a legitimate like. And once you hear the name, you'll know. It's just like it's just my mind. Because when he was cut, I legitimately thought that Jets made a mistake, and I thought he was going to play well elsewhere, and he didn't pick up anywhere. Now we're what? Yeah, so we'll get to that. I'll find it. I promise you, I'll find it.
Want me to find it?
If you want to go through them, it was definitely when we covered camp for sure.
And the guy played in preseason.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're sure of that?
Like he was good in practice, good in preseason. He played well. And then Prime Time is getting a new 8-track player for Christmas. We need to release Prime Time. You've seen Goodfellas, right?
Yeah, multiple times, many times.
Yeah. Have you seen Full Metal Jacket?
What's that?
He definitely hasn't seen Platoon. There's no way you saw Platoon.
No.
Greg Dortch was a good player too. He went to the Panthers.
Very good. Very good. Should have been our returner.
Yep, he should have been.
Deontay Burnett?
Nope. Not used to be popular.
I don't know who the hell you're thinking of then.
Let's see. We need to release
Quentin Patton.
The Jets have drowned for the past decade, but still won't watch. But still won't watch the Titanic. Wolf of Wall Street, good movie.
Very good movie. Yep.
Oh, you've seen that? Okay, good.
Yep.
Oh, there's a good way. Oh, wait. Let's see. Lucky Whitehead was good. We actually hung out with his family in Virginia. We went to remember to the Jets Redskins practice.
Barbecue place.
Yep.
Jojo Natson.
Another good
Sharon
guy.
Peak.
Pat Hansen, Greg Dortch.
I know you're not thinking of Terrell Pryor, right?
Come on, man. I said he was good.
That's right. You said undrafted too.
Let's see. Crimson Tide. Comments are coming in fast and furious, man. It's in the last 3 years. I got to go. We always get into these non-Jets related topics like an hour and a half in the live stream. I know. Can you imagine like somebody for the first time going on like, oh, let's talk Jets radio. Let's hear about this Jets Ram analysis. What they're previewing. Is it like what's Aaron Donald going to do and how many catches will Robert Woods have? And
let's find out what movies I don't like.
What did Jared Goff do and all this stuff? It lasts about 3 minutes and then we're into like movies.
And then I'm taking a piss.
Yeah, UFC and Prime Time's taking a piss. Perfect. Now we've come a long way now. Yeah, Primetime definitely needs a movie intervention. What we could do in the off season, we could live stream movies and watch them at Primetime so we can get caught up with all the movies you missed. Holy shit, man. Killings out of the USC, I think would be the best player. No one picked. Someone should have him on the practice squad at least. I don't know. I don't know a lot of college players, man. I'd watch Notre Dame. I'll watch obviously Trevor Lawrence, Clemson, like top teams, but I don't watch a lot of college football. I do all like the draft stuff after the season. Like I start reading everybody's, analysis, stuff like that. 4:20 time for prime time. This is a good one, man. I wonder if he has seen Home Alone. We'll ask him. Have you watched Home Alone?
Oh, of course.
All right.
Like my all-time favorite Christmas movie.
I would love a live stream, a prime time watching movie. So the recommendation is that once the season's over, we start doing movie live streams. We all watch movies together.
All movies I haven't seen.
Yeah. This live stream is gonna become a disaster. You guys should set up a Discord server where we can live stream movies prime time is not seen.
Yeah, I'm in for it.
Did you watch Friends?
No. You watch? Stop. You watch Friends?
All the time. Friends, Seinfeld, King of Queens. Yeah, dude.
Friends?
Yeah, man. Here's some cash to rent Pulp Fiction, get some movie education.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
You watch Walking Dead?
I watched like the first 2 or 3 seasons and then I got tired of it.
Inglourious Bastards?
Nope.
You watch Breaking Bad?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Phenomenal series like that.
Sons of Anarchy?
Nope.
Come on, man. Come on. I actually knew the real Henry Hill they based Goodfellas on. Great guy, and he was close with Joe Namath. He used to go on. I used to listen to Howard Stern all the time. He used to go on there too all the time. I was a big Stern fan for a long time. Nope, not Charles Johnson. But Charles Johnson did play very well, though. I thought Charles Johnson was really good as well.
Forgot about him.
Yeah, he was good, man. Not really sure why they didn't keep him either. Tyson, what do you mean the stream is becoming a disaster? You're right, Carlos. Yeah. It is a disaster. We pretty much end like this. Yeah. Have you ever seen Gremlins?
Nope.
You've never seen Gremlins?
What's that?
Not Devin Smith, but I was a big Devin Smith fan, though. I was a big supporter of him. How come it says James Morgan is injured on the injury report? How the hell could he be injured?
Darnold had the ankle earlier in the week, but I don't know how Morgan can be hurt. No reps.
I haven't watched Kingdom, but it's on my list. Everybody keeps telling me I have to watch that. And that's like the next series I'm going to watch. I've been dying to see that. Definitely want to watch that. Maybe this weekend.
Spartacus and Banshee. That's got to be your next two. I'm telling you.
I'm big into like drug cartels, man. Drug cartels. Like I watch all the Narcos Mexico, all that shit. And then I watched a lot of creepy shit. I watched Ozark.
Banshee, yeah. Banshee, you would love them if you're into that shit.
Serial killers, what the hell was it? Mindhunter? That was some wacky shit
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. Have you seen any Indiana Jones movies?
Nope.
Okay. Let's see. Saving Private Ryan?
I don't think so.
You see Forrest Gump?
Yes.
All right. Pesky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. I tried watching. I couldn't get into it.
Same. I think I needed to give him more time, though. It seems like the kind of show I would like if I gave him more time. But.
Yeah. I watched the one about what the hell was the name of the one with that breaking into the bank? You see that one? The hell's the name?
Yeah, the heist or something like that.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
It was like two. There was two parts of it. The series, like season 1, season 2. Season 2 was too much. Then that's like once they robbed the bank and got out. Then like their afterwards, I lost interest after that. Though
I thought it was still pretty good after that.
Yeah, I just couldn't because it was so like all the different plot twists and them actually getting out was great, and then it was just like all right, they got out. Money Heist. That's exactly what it was. Not that was good.
Money Heist.
Sopranos ending, I thought was disappointing.
What?
I did. I expected more. Disappointed.
That may have been the worst take you've ever given on this show.
Coming from you, what you've based on your background of movies and TV shows, that's not saying much.
How did you not appreciate that ending? It was poetic.
It wasn't poetic. I thought I wanted more.
It was poetic.
Nope.
The final 2 minutes, you got to experience the life of Tony Soprano. You were seeing what he was seeing, and then everything goes black. That was poetic. You can't ask for a better ending than that.
Nope.
Perfectly written.
You see Prison Break?
No.
I love Prison Break too. No, it wasn't Jaylen Marshall, but Jaylen Marshall was a preseason star every year.
Yep.
He was a preseason MVP along with Clyde Gates. Let's see. Tyson, you love the Cinemax series Warrior, based on a story by Bruce Lee. There's a couple I want to get to, but definitely Kingdom's definitely high on the list, though. Eric keeps talking about it. You know what you saw Vacation. Oh, sorry. National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah. Vegas Vacation is one of my favorites. I have not, although one of my regrets, I've not
seen Vacation, but you haven't.
I have not seen Christmas Vacation start to finish yet, though. That's the one I need to get on, though. Yeah. The original and Vegas Vacation, I love for whatever reason. I haven't done Christmas Vacation start to finish yet.
When an NFL player is inactive, what does that mean? It means they can't play on Sunday. They are not dressed in a uniform. They're sitting on the sideline, hanging out, chilling out. Clive Walford liked him.
He was tight end.
Yep. He was very good, though. Primetime, have you seen Training Day?
Yes, love Training Day.
Except that the last shot is of Tony Soprano. You're seeing what Carmelo is seeing at that point.
No, I'm just talking about the final 2 minutes where it goes back and forth between what Tony's seeing.
This stopped being a jet stream, became a crap on primetime stream. No, we're just all fascinated by how many things he has not seen in his life.
I'm fascinated you don't like the ending to Sopranos.
Have you seen Coming to America?
Yes, but not enough where I remember it. I was a little bit younger.
Okay, we'll go back to some Jet stuff. Rich Smee is the only journalist who challenged Adam Gase to these pressures. All the rest are either working for the Jets or ballless. I mean, Smee did take in the task at one time, but they all have been 18 times harder on Greg Williams and Darnold than they've ever been on Gase. So,
yeah, and that was the thing that bothered me why I did that article a week ago, because it was fake outrage.
Why don't you promote it? The thing was like, I mean, it was awesome.
NYSF Mag, check it out. I posted it on the YouTube page along with all of our bingo boards. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, it's posted on there. And yeah, it was just talking about the difference in the way that the media pretty much was attacking, the way Greg Williams handled that final call against the Raiders, how, they were pressing Sam Darnold each of the last 2 weeks on a lot of questions. And meanwhile, we have a 29-game sample of, egregious errors that Adam Gase has made, and they've never once really had that same approach towards him.
I agree. Nope, not Valentine Holmes and not Tim White. I like Valentine Holmes, though. I thought Valentine Holmes.
I forgot about both of them. Tim White was pretty good also.
He showed a lot in a very short period of time of playing NFL football. And
who was the other rugby guy that they had under Rex? Was it Hayden Smith?
Hayden Hurst? No,
Hayden Hurst is Falcon. Was it Hayden Smith?
Maybe. We'll look at it. I'll look it up tonight for sure. Are these reporters afraid to ask tough questions so they don't lose their credentials and get canned? I think earlier in the season that may have been the case. They tried to play nice with Gase so they didn't get on his bad side. Now I think they're just being lazy. I think they all quit. They've all given in. They're not getting any clicks, and they're just being lazy, man. They're very, very lazy. We just gave them about an hour ago. We gave them like 17 articles they could write that I'd actually be interested in. Like, break down Denzel Mims' route running. What has he been done? Break down what's going wrong with Chris Herndon. Break down Connor McGovern. Break down as a couch potato. as a captain, never strapped down the pads. Break down Connor McGovern's game. Let's see where he's ranking as a center in the NFL.
I just don't think fans want to see that kind of stuff.
I'd be fascinated to see him actually break down what the actual
from them.
Why not? It's better than saying I should, as a Jets fan, I should embrace Frank Gore.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing though. Like they're looking at it as, hey, what can I put out there that's going to get the greatest reaction in this 0-13 season? So, more casual Jet fans have checked out than not. Like we're obviously gonna watch this team and talk about them every single week, but there's probably more than half of Jet fans at this point in the year have completely checked out. So what's going to get the attention of a lot of Jet fans out there? Putting something that fans are going to go nuts about, retweet, go crazy about, make videos about. So that's what I think they're trying to do right now.
Do they feel sympathy for Gase? I don't think so. I think if anything, he's been such a prick to them for so long, like being smug and I got to watch the film. This would be their chance to get back at him. And they're starting to do it a little bit, but dude, like you could have been doing this all year. Yeah. They've been getting blown out week in and week out. You've been roasting this guy. And the only time they flex their muscles is when they fire Greg Williams. It was pathetic. For clicks, man. For clicks. Like I fell trapped to it today because we got emails and direct messages. You see the article that Canizaro wrote. So what do? I click on it. Then we make videos on it because it pissed me off. So it is what it is.
They know exactly what will trigger Jet fans at this point.
It triggered me today.
Yeah. And that's proof. They know what's going to set us off. And, when it's a slow day, they put something out there like that and gets lots of clicks.
How much snow did you get?
Over a foot.
Did you?
Yeah. It was bad by me.
Oh, I didn't get shit. I got like 2 inches, 3 inches, and then it was all mostly sleet. It was gone the next day.
How do you think I made the Fire Adam Gase snowman?
Did you make one?
I put it on Twitter. You didn't see it?
I didn't see shit, man.
Come on, man.
I've been busy. I've been so busy. I've been really busy, man. Oh, I didn't see that. Or retweet it. I didn't see that shit. Did you tweet it off the Let's Talk Jets radio account?
No, I put it on my personal.
Come on, man.
What?
I would have did.
It was on the show link.
Was it?
Yeah, when you said we're live at 8 or whatever. It's all right.
Got your retweet just now.
It's all right. I don't need the sympathy retweets. It's okay.
It's already done.
It's all right.
I'm surprised Michael Kay and LaGreca have turned on Gase and ownership. They usually take it easy on him. It's too late now, though. Like now when you're 0-12, 0-13, it doesn't really say much, man. This could have been said after when they're 0-4, 0-5, and things are spiraling out of control. Like this was all obvious, man.
Yeah, none of those guys really have a choice, whether it's Michael Kay, LaGreca, Boomer. I mean, the results are what they are at this point. Adam Gase is historically one of the worst coaches in the history of football. To not call it out when every fan knows what's going on, we all know the stats, we all know the numbers. Their offense is one of the worst ever in football.
Here's a good one. Prime time, have you ever seen The Breakfast Club or Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Breakfast Club a long time ago. Ferris Bueller, no.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. A lot of oldies you guys are throwing at me.
Legendary movies, though, man. Like, they're always on TV, too. Like, it's just like, sometimes you just get, oh, I mean, check this out. So the movie, TV topics are done. Listen, we're open to any topics here. We're just kind of hanging out.
Somebody was asking about Schindler's List. I saw that. And apparently the Knicks are winning by 39 right now.
Yeah. That's nice to see. It doesn't mean shit. It's still preseason. I don't get my hopes up. I've learned that lesson with the Knicks. Frank Gore joined this. You guys please need to start respecting me. We do respect you. That's why we want you cut.
Yeah, go to a winner.
Yep. Have you ever seen Uncle Buck?
No.
Who has bigger outbursts, Francesa or LaGreca?
Francesa.
Yeah, Francesa would be. He'd be just when he was at the top of his game. He was a must listen on Monday mornings. The Jets shit the bed, or a Monday afternoon. He was like him and Dog were awesome, but even him by himself, he was at his peak. The last couple of years, he's been him and Benigno just haven't been their best. Tyson says primetime has no taste when it comes to food and film. I highly recommend you watch The Witcher. It's a Game of Thrones-esque, and in my opinion, the best show on Netflix, and it's not even close.
Ooh. I like Game of Thrones, so I would check that out too.
See? Francesa is boring. He was the last couple of years, but man, there was a time where he was the voice of New York sports, man. And he would bring the fury, and they would make it. he'd have an impact where when they would say things, man, they'd make a change in New York sports. Like if they started saying a coach needed to be fired, shit was going down.
Especially with the Mets too.
Yep. They had a prominent say in New York sports for a long period of time.
Yep.
And then they just started to dwindle. And now I don't think there's really a person like that right now in New York sports radio, is there? There's not a prominent voice that can make a change or a difference. Michael Kay isn't that guy.
I don't think so right now.
Boomer and Gio aren't that. Like Mad Dog is irrelevant and serious. There's not really a Carton Evans. Carton Roberts can't do that.
At least not yet.
No, they don't. They're just all over the place, man. I'm a fan of. I used to be a fan of Craig Carton, but it's tough, dude. It's tough.
I was listening a little bit today. It was rough.
It was unlistenable, dude. And he's all over the place. They and it's like talking about like food and just. It's
today they were talking about riding a pony for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's just not a good. And listen, I understand that you want to be original and like you have like I like Boomer and Gio because they're a little bit all over the place. They do like sports. They'll talk about like the COVID and they kind of stay like on topic a little bit. But man, Carton Roberts is something else. Maggie and Moose can't listen to them. Just terrible.
Jastrzemski's not bad. John
No,
Jastrzemski or whatever. But yeah, he does the overnights.
Let's see. Primetime, what is your Christmas tailgate menu for Jet games?
Well, I usually do a similar tailgate menu for every week. Doesn't matter as far as time of year or anything like that. We always start off burgers, hot dogs. Then we break out a few different types of sausage, hot sausage, sweet sausage, some apple sausage. And then we go to the wings. Then we go to the ribs, marinated overnight, slow cooker. And then we got some steaks and then some shrimp to finish it off.
Sports talk radio has gone downhill over the last 10, 20 years. Yeah, man. I'm trying to get into the content creation game. Any tips? Probably a podcast. I got 2 tips for you. The first one is consistency.
Yep.
Do not do it once a week for 4 weeks and be like, holy shit, it's not taking off. I give up. That's the first thing. You got to be consistent. 3 things. You got to enjoy it. You got to genuinely enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, it's a job to you, or it's all about money, it's never going to fucking work. And number 3, the most important one is be yourself. Don't be like everybody else. Don't try to copy everybody else's shit. Don't steal anybody else's shit. And don't go on anybody else's stuff and try to promote your own stuff. It never works out well for you.
I feel like there were some shots in there, some people. I'll just echo the first one, which is about consistency. Also a little bit about self-awareness too. Like, don't be so hard on yourself when it comes to like critiques. People are always going to take shots at you, but like also listen to it. Like, listen to what people are saying. People take shots at me all the time. People take shots at Tyson all the time. Most of it I kind of brush off, but some of it, I listen to it and say, all right, this is something maybe I can improve upon for, the next show or whatever. So yeah, I mean, take it all in stride, but also again, make sure you enjoy it. If you ever find that like, you're forcing yourself to do content, you're forcing yourself to turn on the camera, you're going to put out shitty content, and that's never what you want to do. So
yeah. And realize once you're on any kind of podcast platform or even this shit, expect trolls, expect haters, expect backlash and all kinds of shit. It's just, that's social media, man. And there's always going to be haters. And if you enjoy what you're doing, you can't listen to it. Like, we have a friend of ours that does stuff. He gets so upset when he gets like, he does a video he really likes, but only gets a couple hundred views. He gets all upset about it. I'm like, dude, it's a couple hundred views. That's good. Like, somebody's listening to you. That's all that matters. It can be 1,000, 100, whoever. As long as you're doing it, who cares, man?
Yeah, and if you're going like week by week and you're paying that much attention to the views and anything else, then you're probably not in it for the right reasons. So like you just said, I mean, it should be because you enjoy it. You want to put out content in there. You enjoy the interactions with everybody. And then if you do that and you do it consistently over time, organically, the views and everything else will be there.
Primetime talking about consistency and still waiting on week 13 betting video. That's what I'm saying, Tony. I'm completely with you.
Ouch. And that is why our betting videos are not taking off, because they have not been consistent. Yeah.
And the most important thing, like he said, though, is don't chase sponsors. Don't chase advertisers. Like when we first started this, I got consumed with it. I was like, oh, we got to get this, got to get that. And it's like, dude, it's just let it happen naturally, man.
There's a lot of shit, I think, like early on that we don't know. Like, we're entering territory that we've never been in before when we started doing this, and then we transitioned to the live streams and everything. Just take everything in stride, and as long as you're enjoying it, you'll have fun.
Be yourself, man. Most important, just be yourself, because sooner or later it gets exposed.
Yeah.
What's up? What goes up must come down. Spinning wheel got to go round. This special coating should rewire primetime so you physically and mental taste buds work.
I don't know about that.
Oh, man.
I don't know about the taste buds.
What type of equipment should I use for a podcast? That's the number one question, dude. That is a tough question to answer because it depends on what you want to do and what you want to spend. So just research it. There's what the hell is the name of that website? It's a website you can research to figure it out, but it's all depends on what you're trying to do, man. Like we're stuck with a live call-in radio show that we do now on Tuesday nights. Like we use Blog Talk Radio because that's the only one that lets us have the same phone number every week, so we can keep it. We've had it for 4 years now. It records for us. We can use sound bites, and so there's not many platforms that let you do that, but you have to pay for it. It's expensive. So
yep.
It's kind of what you were looking to do, man. What is the one condiment with prime? What is the one condiment with primetime we'll never try? He's got like 10 of them.
Ketchup, mustard, salad dressings, blue cheese, ranch. I was just going to say before, you'll never guess this, but it took me until age, I want to say like 23, 22, somewhere in that range, before I finally started eating sauce also, like pasta sauce.
Primetime, I saw on Facebook you have a magazine called NYS SF.
Yep.
Also, Tyson, I saw you doing a video with Wasted Fireman Ed. We've done a ton of videos, man. We used to do parking lot tailgate videos. We go around and interview fans and stuff before the game. And then their last interview would be right before the game. I'd have an argument with Fireman Ed, which never started out with an argument. We always have a conversation. I would never agree with him. And we get into it. And then it was just.
Yep.
But Primetime, talk about NYSF magazine, man.
Yeah, so NYSF was created about 2 years ago after the Jets forced us to change our original name, which was New York Jet Fans. I guess they didn't like that our magazine looked so professional. Actually, it said that in the letter, that it looked so professional that the average fan wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So we had to transition away from New York Jet Fans. We started up New York Sports Fans, and that actually created a lot of growth for us with the magazine. It's distributed throughout all of North Jersey. We're at about 400 different small business locations. So for about a year and a half, we've come out with a new magazine, full print, full color every month. And me and Jay, we drive around and we drop it off for free to pick up at all these different locations. We'd be doing that every Saturday, Sunday for about a year and a half. And then COVID hit, and we transitioned for a month to virtual magazine. It's kind of hard to do that. Plus, a lot of the advertisers that kept the magazine free, they're struggling also right now. So we're hoping to get it back up and going, sometime, maybe in the summer once all this shit is over with.
Have you heard of Tailgate Joe's? They do a buffet and beer kegs. Actually, a friend of Tailgate Joe.
Yep.
He started out way back when, man. He's a guy that started out very small and then worked his ass off. And he's a gourmet chef and just kept doing his thing. So
I used to tailgate in Lot D right across from him.
He's a good dude, man. I know him a long time. Have you guys ever checked in the Ashton Davis' stream on Twitch? I have not.
I'm scared to.
Have we done anything on our TikTok account?
Not recently, no.
So let me get this straight. So
we got 2 videos.
The betting video, not there. TikTok, not there. I checked out our Instagram account at Talk Jets Radio Instagram.
I got some videos on Instagram.
Dude, if anybody wanted to look for somebody to fire on this show or to give more shit to, it's the one with the S on his hat for suck.
You wouldn't have bingo.
We don't have it right now. Your show is better than anything on WFM these days. We appreciate it, man. But we talk sports at least. We talk about the Jets. Some of this shit, man, it's just.
And condiments and movies.
Is it really that? Is it really that bad? I haven't listened since it was Joe and Evan show. I like Harton, man, but
there are some days
right now.
Yeah, there's some days where it's entertaining, but as far as getting any kind of valuable sports talk, not really.
It's definitely tough, man. Definitely tough to listen to. How would you guys feel if the Jets traded a mid-round pick for Carson Wentz and traded back in the draft? 1,000% pass.
It's like the same thing as Mariota.
Yep. Yeah, I'll pass on that one. Absolutely 1,000% no. Let's see here. Oh boy, these comments, man. Jeez. Clemson 42, Notre Dame 31, Rams 45, Jets 6.
Could see both of those happening.
What makes you dislike MetLife so much? How much time do you have? I can give you about a half-hour speech.
Where do you want to start?
Dump.
Well, I'll start off because I was a season ticket holder in the old stadium. I was 2 sections over from Fireman Ed. Growing up, that's what made me a diehard Jet fan, going to all those games, the, home crowd, the atmosphere. Me and my dad would always joke, like, we're going to hang out with 80,000 of our closest friends. Like, that's what it was, because you knew everybody in your section, everybody, in the row over from you. It was all the same people there every single week. It was like a family atmosphere, but you got crazy and you had a good time. It didn't matter that the team sucked. You got loud and, you went crazy for 4 quarters. Like, that's what it was. And so, once they moved to MetLife, the seats that I had, at least, they were in the lower level, 40-yard line. So they called us up and they said those seats are now $750 a game plus $25,000 per seat for the PSL. So naturally, we moved to the upper deck. And I think a lot of people either, moved to the upper deck or just completely gave up their tickets altogether. And the atmosphere hasn't been the same. You look at, any of the games, the lower bowl is pretty much half empty, especially in between the 20s. Those seats are usually entirely empty right behind the bench, because, you have a lot of people that, bought those from corporations that don't go to the game, that are inside in their boxes. It's a joke. The atmosphere there is a joke. You have more visiting fans than, home fans. Getting out of there is a joke. The prices inside are a joke. Anything I miss?
Lines are terrible. And the upper level, like I was row 4 upper level. I love my seats, dude. I love my seats. So then when the new stadium, they put me, in theory, row 1 in the upper level, which was actually like row 30 in the old stadium, because you were so much higher up. The acoustics weren't the same. The prices for parking are ridiculous. The prices for beer are ridiculous. The prices for food are ridiculous. Getting out of the stadium, they close half the gates. Getting out of the parking lot is ridiculous. And you think, if you tend to think that MetLife is nice, if you even want to say nice, take yourself to Dallas, take yourself to Baltimore, take yourself to Green Bay, go to other stadiums all across the country, and you realize how much of a shithole MetLife really is and how much of a waste of money it is. And it's a glorified toaster.
Mm-hmm.
From Tacoma, Washington. Thank you, Kurt. What's up in Tacoma? I wanted to go out to like Seattle, man. That's definitely a place I wanted to go see a game at.
I wanted to do a road trip to like Montana or something.
Yeah, you belong in Montana. Let's see. Miami's 100-year-old stadium is better than MetLife. Tampa Bay Stadium is better. I mean, it's just
I would take Giant Stadium over MetLife.
Yeah, me too. I definitely would.
Bring back Giant Stadium with the same atmosphere. Take that all day.
Yeah. It's they screwed, and then they wonder why the atmosphere sucks. Like, having seen tickets at Giant Stadium, you'd go there, you saw the same people every week. It was like family. Like, you'd have, say, 1,000 people in your section, and when somebody wasn't there, you're like, "Oh, dude, is he all right? Like, where's he at? Is it cool?" Like, you walk, "Hey, what's up? This, that." Win or lose, the whole section was fun. It was like one big happy family. We all and it was just changed so terribly. It's such a waste of time going there now. Such a dump.
And just to answer this one on the 2 separate charges for season tickets, that was when they moved to MetLife. They started doing the PSLs, so you had to pay for the right to buy the tickets. So It was $20 for the lower level inside the 30-yard lines. It was $25,000 just for the right to pay $750 per game for that seat.
What's up, Kevin in Oklahoma City? How you doing, man?
The same seat, by the way, that you could get on StubHub usually before the game for like $10.
Yeah, and the fucked up thing is that the Jets and Giants, who shared the same stadium, had different PSL policies, which is even more ridiculous. Yeah. So the Giants didn't do PSLs for the upper level. The Jets did, or whatever. They did it opposite. It was just like terrible. Raymond James is fun, man. I've been there. Like I said, there are so many cool stadiums out there, and MetLife is clearly near the bottom.
Yep.
If Tyson and Primetime do a road trip, Primetime needs to sit in the back and watch little movies he'd never seen. We used to do at least one road trip a year, man. We used to do some. We used to get out and about.
Yeah, the Buffalo one where I packed you in the back with all that food.
Yeah, and all the luggage. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Jets fans should make a statement, not buy season tickets. It's time we fight back against this clown show of ownership. I mean, they bring back. It's once they fired. We'll buy them again.
The thing that I worry about, though, is like, how many season ticket holders do you even have right now? 20, 25,000, maybe most. So they got
lucky they did not sell tickets this year, because they would be tough.
Yeah, but even if half of those cancel, you're still getting thousands every game from the opposing fans. Others that are going to want to see Trevor Lawrence, they're going to buy their tickets. It's going to be hard to make an impact that way.
That's how you make your impact. No. Sign this guy right here. You hire Bill Cowher and sign Trevor Lawrence or draft Trevor Lawrence. People, I'm buying tickets. Everybody's buying tickets. Now you're just like, you know what? We have a reason to believe again. We're credible again. We're respectable again. We have a glimmer of hope. We have a direction. We have a proven leader, and we have a quarterback we'd be excited about. That's how you've kind of get people back in the stands. Nope, wasn't Austin Hill. How many pieces of equipment do you bring to a game prime time?
Well, you got the grill, you got all the utensils, your tongs and your spatulas. I bring about 8 different dry rubs and sauces and marinades. You got your pans. There's a lot of shit you need. A bunch of forks, knives. You have paper plates for all your guests and everything. You got to have rolls. That's not cooking equipment. Lots of shit you need.
We have rolls. Oh, San Antonio, come down for the barbecue. I'm down, man. I had a blast in Dallas. Dallas was such a good time. Found it really cool. It was so funny. I found a cool boxing gym there too. And it was the middle of nowhere. I was out in the middle.
How'd you find that?
I found it. I Googled it and I found it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go box during the day. And I go in there and the guy was like, it was kind of like a membership only kind of place. Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit. He's like, no, dude. He's like $20. You have full access to the gym. Do whatever you want. I'm like, awesome. Wow. And it was like, dude, you walk out. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll get a cab. No cabs we found. I'm like, oh shit. I took me like an hour and 15 minutes to walk back to the hotel. Just like walking through like all kinds of crazy areas. Like
that was me going back also. I forget after, we were drunk at whatever bar we were in with Fireman Ed and everybody else. Yep. Once we got near the hotel, I went out to get something. I think like 7-Eleven. We wanted snacks or some shit. And I was just stumbling around Dallas for like a half hour. I had no idea where the hotel was. Finally, I GPS'd it.
Yeah, I walked through some crazy areas, man. I was just like, this isn't where I belong. But I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to keep walking. Go to Seattle. P&W is beautiful. I want to go to Seattle. We need more Muay Thai gyms in the city. Yeah, never go wrong with that. Definitely want to check out there. I just want to go there for like all like the rock history and stuff, all the bands and stuff. Do you eventually get back your $25,000 back if you give up your tickets? No, you do not. That's why it's so stupid. It's crazy.
And what's even crazier now is that you can buy season tickets now without buying the PSL. Yep. So all those people that got suckered into that, what was the point? What was the value that you got in that? You can't even resell it. They completely diminished the value of it.
New Yankee Stadium or old Yankee Stadium? That's a tough one, man. I loved old Yankee Stadium. Loved it. So much history, and you knew that you were a place where legends play. Like you knew, like I loved Yankee Stadium, just the aura of it. And you knew it was like
I'd be a legend playing in Yankee Stadium. It's like 250 feet to hit home run to right field.
Please, man.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Don't insult like that. I know what I'm not surprised from.
I stick my bat out, go to the opposite field. It's a home run.
Wouldn't surprise me. Typical Mets fan.
Blue fly, home run.
The Mets wish they had a 10th of the history of the Yankees, just a tradition and the winning.
Well, now that we have the owner, we will.
Right. Because that makes a difference.
Last team to go to the World Series, who was it?
Oh, please give me a break. There's only one baseball team in New York. The other one just tries to be one. Now Met fans are doing exactly what they made fun of Yankee fans for all these years. You're trying to buy a championship. What's the
we have no choice. We have no choice now. Every team in baseball is doing it. The Dodgers, the Red Sox, everybody's buying the championships.
You can't get.
We always draft well. We can never re-sign our own free agents. That's the problem. We don't have any money.
Right. Let's see. Have you even been to the old Yankee Stadium?
Once, yeah.
I'm surprised that. All right. Yeah. Stop it. The 86 Mets team is better than any Yankee team? Oh,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Good God. This is just...
That 86 Met team would have taken any Yankee dynasty apart.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You guys are hitting Doc Gooden?
Yes.
Nope.
I mean, with the Doc Gooden that threw a no-hitter for the Yankees, that Doc Gooden? That Doc Gooden?
Yeah, getting our leftovers. Our sloppy seconds.
Yeah. He had to go to New York. He had to go to the real team and get some wins. You know what I mean? He was tired of losing with the Mets. So tired of this clown show. So tired of the clown show. Is that me or the Mets? What's he talking about?
Jets. I don't know.
98 Yankees, greater, of course.
No.
Yes. I mean, this is just one of the best teams in the history of baseball.
No. They didn't play anybody good.
We got one random Jet comment. Resign Brian Poole? Why not?
Yeah.
What are we here for anyway? This Jets talk? When's
yeah. How about combining the 69 and 86 Mets? That takes out any Yankee team. Because then you got Doc Gooden, Tom Seaver, Jerry Kuzman.
So now you got
a trio on the rotation.
Fine teams.
I'm just saying.
You have players that play for the Yankees that are the best of all time in the history of the sport. I mean, come on. Let's just you're better giving up this conversation.
Well, hold on.
It's like Yankee legend.
Hold on. First off, like 19 of your World Series came before the Mets were even in existence. So let's talk about that first. But then you've had the financial advantage for the last like 4 decades, which again the Mets can't find anybody.
The Mets were run by a corrupt guy that had to go to jail.
It's not your fault, but acknowledge the unbalanced playing field.
I'll acknowledge that the Mets were incompetent. They were poorly managed. They made a lot of mistakes. They had terrible players, and they were a laughingstock for a long period of time.
They were.
And then when they played the Yankees in the World Series, what happened?
Let's not talk about that.
Oh, I mean, they went head to head. I mean, it was a World Series. I mean, Armando Benitez tried. He did his best, but better team won.
Game still gives me nightmares. If Todd Zeile fucking runs that Timo Perez ball out.
This comment could not be true. The Jersey Shore Blue Claws are more relevant than the Mets. That's fact. They probably sell more tickets, too.
The Mets were the team in New York in the 80s. Fact. Mm-hmm.
So now you're gonna talk about the 80s for the Mets. You can't talk about 80s for the movies.
That's why I was busy watching like all the old Mets footage.
27 titles, 61 Hall of Famers. I mean, Ozzy, let's not break out facts. I mean, you can't. It's not even a baseball conversation.
Over how many years of baseball?
It's not even like a baseball conversation. It's
the Mets came into baseball in 62.
This is like comparing the Patriots and the Jets. I mean, you have the Yankees and the Mets. It's the same thing, man. It's not even close.
The Mets came into baseball in 62.
Yeah, and they haven't been relevant ever. Just how many people come to New York and say, "Yeah, I want to go to a Mets game"? Nobody.
In the 80s, the Mets were New York. They were New York baseball. The Yankees were irrelevant. The Yankees were irrelevant in the 80s. Nobody cared about them.
Nobody cares about them now.
The Yankees, yeah, I agree.
No, look at the Mets, dude. They're the little brother. They're very similar to the Jets. Very similar. Yes. Hey, Prime, did you like Brody Van Wagner as much as you like McCagnon?
No, I didn't actually. I was about giving him a chance, but I was very hesitant about the hire. And once he made the Cano move, it was like, oh shit.
Prime time is Sam Darnolding again.
There's a good comment here. Hold on.
El Duque, love that windup. El Duque was a legend.
Hold on.
One thing the Mets have over the Yankees is the fact that half the Yankees fans are bandwagons. Yep. That makes 50% of your fan base delusional.
Yep.
It's not true at all. They just
all jump on the bandwagon. Yep.
They just support winning baseball. They know in a confident they see.
Exactly. Yeah. They grow up, they see a winner. They're like, oh yeah, I want to root for that.
If you're a young fan in baseball in New York, you're never going to follow the Mets. You go to Yankees because you want to see superstars. You want to see winning. You want to see tradition. You want to see history.
Fun fact: Billy Wagner started Enter Sandman prior to Mariano Rivera.
Fun fact: nobody cares about Billy Wagner. Mariano is a Hall of Famer.
I'm just saying that's Billy Wagner's song. Mariano Rivera stole it,
and that would be a typical Met comment. Typical, and nobody cares because Mariano is probably one of the most dominant closers of all time in the history of baseball.
I'll give him that.
Okay,
I can't fight that one.
Babe Ruth. Fun fact: Sam Darnold sucks. This live stream just goes right to shit. I don't know what happens. We haven't talked to any Jets in about a half hour right now. Let's see.
Look at Bob.
So now you want to do comments all of a sudden? You have in the comments for 2 hours. Now you're gonna get involved?
I'll take over now.
Typical Mets fan. Pick up the scraps. Aaron Donald about to eat sand for dinner? Probably. Primetime doesn't listen to facts. Darnold and the Mets takes are just getting ridiculous. I mean, we want the facts to get in the way all the time.
I didn't say anything crazy about Sam tonight.
You guys still live streaming? Brandon, I can't believe it either, dude, to be honest with you. I thought we were done a half hour ago.
Me too.
So, talking about how much the Jets suck overall baseball teams. El Duque, Joe DiMaggio. El Duque was amazing, man. The dude was just like a gamer. Any big game, the guy just stepped it up. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy.
He's a Met too.
Yep. Stop it.
He was.
You guys need a haircut? Maybe. Hey, Prime, do you have a chance on your fantasy team? He's a stud. 60 yards get last game.
157 over the last 2 weeks. 12 catches.
It wasn't Gabe Marks.
I thought it was Gabe Marks.
Nope. Let's see. We'll do a couple more because it's late. It's fucking 10 o'clock.
We got a live stream tomorrow.
I got to teach at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Tyson, if your family takes you to the Mets game because the game was actually not a ripoff, then you become a Mets fan as a kid. Okay. Listen, I'm not opposed to it. I mean, let's see. Yankee fans now jealous of the Mets. The worm has turned. The Mets are the old Yankees. Why would we be jealous of the Mets? The Mets have done nothing. They haven't proven anything. They've proven nothing. Their manager,
our owner just took over. Give him
and
a year to straighten things out.
I cannot wait for the Mets to overpay for Trevor Bauer, and he chokes, and you guys are gonna run him out of town in 2 years. I cannot wait for it.
He'll be doing the Conor McGregor walk all over Yankee Stadium when we play you guys. Just wait. Just wait.
Mets will still be irrelevant. And Met fans will turn on their owner in 2 years when he money's not well spent.
Taking over the city. Just get ready for it.
Looks like the Jets are going to do that. Same shit.
Just get ready for it.
The Mets are the armpit of New York baseball. Complete facts.
The Yankees' time has come and passed.
Right.
Hope you enjoyed it.
The Yankees have so much young talent on their roster right now. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's see. This is the fact. Mets fans only talk in the offseason. Let's see how loud they are again when there's 7 games back in the Braves in September. That's the Mets fans. The Mets fans' peak time is March, April, May, when they're playing great baseball. Let's go Mets, all this shit. They're selling all these T-shirts.
Yeah, in the past.
Surely the demise comes.
Now we have an owner.
Once the demise comes, then they're talking about fucking the draft. They're talking about hockey and NBA playoffs. And all of a sudden they're watching NASCAR out of nowhere. It's everything with the Mets. Same thing. Same beginning, same end. Then they watch.
Finances are no longer an issue.
Again. It's the same shit every time.
Finances are no longer an issue. We'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Best pitcher in baseball, Jacob deGrom.
And that got you where? Mets are still paying Bobby Bonilla. Great contract.
Steve Cohen can pay that out of his pocket right now.
He's going to have to. Be paying that Met tax for a while.
In theory, at the time, that was a good move. Based on the money that the Wilpons were making, like putting the contract off or whatever it was. I'm just saying. I think he was supposed to make like $5.7 million or something like that. So I guess based on the amount of money that they were bringing in, investing that 5.7 into whatever their Madoff scheme was going to pay out a little bit more.
Yeah, DJ LeMahieu is phenomenal. He is.
Are you going to keep him? And he is not the best player in New York. Get the fuck out of here.
I miss head neck rotation action. Yeah, Gase had a couple weeks off.
Yeah.
I don't care who the Mets are owned by. Like, I understand they got a new owner. It doesn't mean shit to me. I don't. Doesn't mean shit until they do something with it. I'm not gonna be impressed. Is he defending the Bobby Bonilla contract? Of course he is.
No, I'm just saying at the time, based on the money that the Wilpons were bringing in, though illegally, we didn't know it. If they were bringing in that money legitimately, you could say that it made sense because they were making more, I guess, having that 5.7 to invest in whatever funds Madoff was turning it into, they would have made more money where, paying $1 million for Bonilla over the next 20 years or whatever would have been nothing for them. Go
Fighting Irish. And even if Trevor's a bad game as I expect him to against my Fighting Irish, he's still my quarterback. Me too. Not a problem at all.
See about that tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Primetime is going to have every voodoo doll possible. He's going to want a big game from Trevor, and he wants Notre Dame to lose. No, your ideal day would be Clemson wins, Trevor Lawrence plays like shit, so you can make fun of Notre Dame and make a case for Sam Darnold. That's what you're rooting for, right?
Trevor Lawrence benched.
Yeah, you'd be happy as hell.
No, I'm rooting.
You'd be the only fans happy.
I'm rooting for Trevor.
Mm-hmm. Right. Just tuned in. Hope everyone is good. I'm so scared of Bill tanking week 17. If we haven't discussed that,
not going to happen.
We haven't talked Jets in about an hour.
Talk what? Movies, condiments, TV shows, all of it.
Fighting Irish has a good chance against Clemson, but they have no shot against Bama. Yeah, they're not beating Alabama. They never can.
Not beating Clemson.
They already did it once. So we
live
tomorrow.
Nope. I'm in.
Streaming the game tomorrow. Good question.
I'll be here.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Pete Alonso didn't do shit this year. LeMahieu is definitely better than Pete Alonso. There's no doubt about
60 games.
So they don't count now?
Let Pete play at Yankee Stadium.
What's the most serious fight between Prime and Tyson? How heated has it gotten to?
Ooh.
We've had some good ones.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't know. We've had some good ones. I don't even know. We've had a lot of them. We fought over McCagnon. We fought over Sam.
Fought after Buffalo.
We fought the Buffalo. Let's talk Jets Raiders turning into the View. Is that good or bad?
That's definitely bad. It's not a good thing.
You guys. Oh wait, hold on. You guys live streaming UFC for tomorrow, dude. That's gonna be like if we do Notre Dame, Clemson, and the UFC, we're gonna be on here for like 10 hours.
No, like 7.
Dude, the UFC starts at what, 8? That's on
Starts
in the morning.
No.
Yep. Seems like you and Kevin have not for Jets since week 4.
Main card starts at 7.
Yeah, 7 to what? 1 in the morning? That'd be like a 9-hour stream.
There's only 5 fights. That's the main card that starts at 7.
Let's talk.
Prelims start at 4.
Let's talk Jets Radio, the place where we talk about anything but the Jets.
Yeah, dude, the prelims start at 4. So
just do UFC so you can recap the Notre Dame game.
You could have UFC on while I'm watching Trevor Lawrence beat up on Notre Dame. So
the prelims are at 4?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, because they don't want to go head to head with the boxing?
I guess. I don't know.
Did they do it earlier?
So now you have no excuse.
Oh, fuck. I can't be right. Wait, what time? Wait a minute. I gotta make sure you're right, dude. I don't think you're right.
I just checked it.
I don't trust you. Final reps. Let's see. There's got to be like a
waste of viewers' time checking on your own.
Oh, it's right here. Prelims doesn't show the time though.
4 o'clock.
The same time as the game. I can't be watching Trevor Lawrence. I gotta watch the card. I gotta watch UFC.
Have them both on.
It's a great card, man. Biggest card ever. Not I wouldn't say the biggest card ever, but it's definitely a solid card. By the time Tyson's done, he's gonna say it's a 48-hour stream. 15 fights on the card tomorrow. That's why they start at 4. That's crazy, man. I know they started that early.
So they got 10 fights on the prelims?
There's 5 on the main card.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
There's 5 on the main card.
5, 6, 7. I got 7 on the prelims. But you said there were some fights that were canceled, right?
Yeah, Carl's out. I know that. Yeah.
I'm seeing 7 and 5, but I don't know if I'm missing anything.
Dustin Poirier prediction. I'm taking Connor, man.
Same.
Take Connor. Nope. Tomorrow's on ESPN Plus, not a pay-per-view. Wonder Boy or Jeff Neal tomorrow. That's a big fight for Wonder Boy, man.
Jeff Neal.
Really?
Coming out party for Jeff Neal. Yep.
Wow. Probably take Wonder Boy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I just like him, dude. He trained with Chris Weidman. Chris Weidman's down there now. I just like him. He's such a good dude, man. He pretty much fights anybody, anywhere. So I'll just take him. Just prime time. Do you use olive oil when you cook steaks?
No, actually, I use grapeseed oil. It gets a higher smoke point, better crust.
No, we need prime time analysis of Trevor.
So I'll watch the Clemson Notre Dame game. I'll give you updates, and you provide the UFC analysis. Perfect.
Jesus Christ. What time we starting this shit?
4 o'clock.
Come on, man.
See you tomorrow.
All right, we'll do 2 more. We'll do 2 more and we'll be done. Because now what's in the bantamweight division? Big fight tomorrow night with Marlon. I will have that answer for you tomorrow. I'll go through it tonight once we get off this and find it. It hasn't been mentioned yet for sure. There's one up here. Yeah, 13 fights, 2 were canceled. It's on ESPN Plus. Got the Connor answer. These comments are crazy, dude. A weekend of streaming. I know, no shit. We can do all day tomorrow and then all day Sunday. I hate 4 o'clock games too. Yeah, this is it. Clemson wideout drops the pass. Primetime bench Trevor.
I'll be fair.
Yeah. When primetime will blame everything on Perryman, tomorrow everything will be Trevor Lawrence's thing.
I'll be fair.
Your true colors will come out tomorrow so quickly, it'll be so obvious.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. And I think that is it. This is going to be a great weekend. Not for my liver. I got to go out and buy more Trulies now. Yeah, exactly. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Tomorrow, I guess, 4 o'clock.
4:00.
Bullshit. Ruining my weekend now. I got to try to watch this shit. Conor will not fight Jake Paul. I think Bisping should just whip his ass. And that is it. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Later.